Okay. Set myself up here a little bit. Oh, it's fine. My webcam. Oh, that's better. Okay, that's better. I gotta get a whole new setup. Do 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 do. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's get the chat out of here or in here so I can see it. Alrighty. What's up, guys? Daniel Larson making a diss track on me tomorrow? Wow, incredible. That's something else. That's something else, brother. Liquid Richard. Listen, there's already a Liquid Richard. Call me Plasma Richard. Okay. Plasma Redemption. Wings of Plasma. It just sounds cooler, but now that I'm saying it out loud, it sounds kind of cringe if you think about it. For more than like 5 seconds. Exactly. I can't take this shit no more. Can't take this shit no more. I can't take it no more. Set everything up here. I'm doing alright, guys. Don't worry. Just gonna, you know how it is. Beginning of the video. Chill a little bit for the first 10 minutes, then we'll get into it. Alright. Then we're gonna get into it. We're getting into it tonight? Well, we got a couple of things. This is what I really want to get into. I'm curious about this Charlie D'Amelio thing and David Portnoy, because they have like a conversation. I'm just actually interested because I'm a little giddy schoolgirl. Not really that interested, but it's gonna be something. It's gonna be kind of funny. And then somebody sent me this to watch. So somebody sent me. You got banned from Carson's Discord server? Why? What do you? Oh. Let's pull down my head earbuds. Pull down my earbuds. Well, I want. Oh, Jesus. Sorry.
Kelsey Danielle X super chatted $9.99. I finally made it to your live again.
Hey,
also,
thank you so much.
my ride to a hotel bailed on me twice, so I'm sad lol.
That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Gotta get an Uber. Or a regular taxi. Oh my god. Dude, this is horrible. What earbuds do I use? They're just like little earbuds. I don't know what they're called. There's nothing particularly cool about them. What the hell? What is going on here? I think my A button is broken because every time I hit an A, like it's like A 4 times. What's going on, guys? I gotta get a new keyboard. Maybe I'll get one tomorrow. There's a lot of hair in here. There's a lot of beard hair in my keyboard. If I ever did a keyboard cleaning stream, I think I'd lose followers. Like a lot of followers. Oh my god. I don't even know how it gets in here. Like the fucking wind. Jesus Christ. There's another me in the fucking keyboard. That's how much hair is in there. Jesus Christ. No Ubers out there? Ah, damn, that sucks. I think I fixed it. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I want to take this up here just so I can reference this. Felt uncomfortable. Oh. Oh. How's that? You like sounds that I make? Ah.
Cat Lord super chatted $2. Cheers, Pop. Keep up the good content.
Thank you so much. Very pogger. Very pooger. Very pooger. Gonna have a little Diet Coke.
Capel super chatted $5. Did you?
Yeah, I did see. If I was gonna die, maybe. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'm immortal. You don't really know. you don't really know. I wish, like, computer would finish the words for you. Like on a text. Want to switch to YouTube? Yeah, man, it's pretty cool. I enjoy it. It's not bad. It's not too bad. Pretty cool. Pretty pogger. Dude, I'm gonna... Oh my god.
Capeful super chatted $2. Sorry, I didn't wanna seem like I was starting Such.
No worries, brother. Don't even stress. Don't even stress. Oh. Yeah, I guess you would also be immortal. Yeah. Well, I make an appearance on GTA 6. What kind of a question is that? You have a worst week of your life? That sucks, brother. I'm sorry. Bro, I don't understand the wok to Poland. Is a wok like a drug, or is it just like a cooking utensil? Or maybe not a utensil. It's like a cooking instrument? Implement? Thing? What do you say? I don't know. What size are my feet? 14 4E. A very large foot. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'4", brother. I'm a big motherfucker. I'm a big dude. What are he moaning and groaning? You know, I don't know. I got one of those, you know, those like little things from the movies that the girls put in. You know what I'm saying? And then the guy controls it with a controller. I have one of those on right now. I got one of those. Wacky slush. What is that? What that means? What is a wacky slush? How's my week? It wasn't too bad. Could have been worse, you know? Could have been worse. Ooh, yeah. I like Fanboy and Chum Chum was pretty solid. Yeah, I like BoJack Horseman. It was pretty good. WOC is short for Wockheart, which is a medical brand that makes codeine. Oh, not good. Uh-oh, sussy. Who has the controller for the thing? It's my mommy. She has it. But she doesn't know it's a controller. She thinks that it just changes the lights in her house. So, this is a weird joke I'm making. Wacky slush equals lean. Very cool. Very cool. Cool. Boomer moment. That's what I'm saying, bro. Papa, when are you going to start your music career? I don't know. I'm thinking one day I'm probably just going to remove all my videos on my main channel and just turn it into a music channel. That's what I'm going to do. What do you think? I think I have a decent set of pipes. I think I got some decent pipes, no? I think I have some decent pipes, bro. All right. When am I doing viewer call? Oh my god, I gotta speak slower today. When am I going to do viewer call-ins? Soon. Mike Portnoy, Dream Theater. I love Dream Theater. Well, I used to listen to them a lot. Very pogger. All right. Try meth on stream. Incredible. His TY playlist is bad. What are you talking about? Daniel Larson's like TikTok playlists? What are you referring to? Jake plays. I'm just curious. That's on Mac Miller? I don't know, bro. He's not. He rest in peace, you know. The only thing you miss about Twitch is sending TikToks. Yeah, I feel that, brother. You can send stuff through my Discord though. In the Discord under suggestions. I gotta clean this thing up. This thing is fucking crazy. So much shit in here. The suggestions in here. A lot of people want me to watch this femboy video. It's very interesting. care about that. Yeah, we're good. Yeah. Christian, yeah. You're... Oh, very cool. You play keyboard and drums? Very good. Very good. I'll keep that in mind. Alex Jones situation? What's the Alex Jones situation? That he got, like, lost a bunch of money? I don't even know what you're talking about. All right. Ugh. All right, guys. All right. I'm going to pause the alerts for now. And we're going to have to talk about this as the stream is titled. This is my biggest mistake, guys. Before we get this started, I'm going to say one thing. Normally, after a stream's over, I'll put it on members only, and I will wait for it to get monetized, but I'll usually just release it the next day at 12, regardless of whether it does or doesn't. So this time I'm just not going to, but figured if anybody wanted to become a member, you could pop in there. Yeah, I also may not put this on the leftover channel. Don't really know. Papa Got Leftovers, that's where I go to. I stream now full-time on YouTube, and then I cut up the clips and, like, you know, the important segments, and I put them onto the that channel. And a lot of people seem to be liking that channel a lot more, which is cool. That being said, guys, it's time to talk about my biggest mistake here. And truthfully speaking, we're going to go through this, but truthfully speaking, brothers in Christ, my biggest mistake was actually paying for it because she was giving it out for free, guys. Okay, for those of you who don't know, with this situation going on here, a few people actually reached out to me about some weird stuff going on where this girl was going around claiming that I'd, like, messaged her, forced her to give me pics, and then dropped her. I'll get into the specifics a little bit. What actually happened, you can watch the full thing in this video, is we talked, and she does OF, and I bought some vegetables, some corn, if you know what I'm saying. You know, I talked about specifically, consists of some pictures, some talking, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it. There's really nothing there. Then she got, like, weird, started asking weird questions, like, what's your name? What's your this? What's your... I was like, Started talking about the other content creators she's been talking to. Red flags. So I was like, maybe we shouldn't do this anymore. I was like, hey, listen, we can still chat, you know. But, like, I don't want to do this anymore. Oh, and then all of a sudden, this is when she had her meltdown. She's like, you're a piece of shit. I'm going to end you. Of course, she reached out to a lot of people. Let me tell you, the list is long, okay? And there's a lot of different stories coming from her. If you guys have seen the official story, I watched it before. It was quite interesting. The current public story, a little bit of a recap for what she had said in a stream, is that she reached out to me to say that her son likes my content, which is a little weird because her son's like a kid, I think. But he likes the games I play. And then I basically forced her to send me her boobies. The problem with that is that right before that came out, one of the people on the podcast said that she was messaging, the first message she sent him was something very sexually explicit. Also, I've confirmed that at least one other person, if not more, also got sexually explicit messages. And then when that person said, yo, don't do that, they were like, oops, sorry, I was drunk. So that's what I'm saying. I didn't have to pay for it. So that was my biggest mistake, guys. But, you know, I'm a big fan of supporting small businesses, of course. The reality here is that, like, this is something that is within my relationship boundaries with my wife. To us, it's just, you know, porn. That's all it is. Obviously, we're just not going to do it anymore because it's not worth it. I'm, I guess, growing, both physically obese wise, but also as a content creator. And so stuff like this gets out of hand very quickly. It's just ridiculous and not worth it. So, you know, next time I do something like this, I'll be going to a swingers party, okay, with a mask on, like Dream, and I'll never take it off. But yeah, everything was consensual. Everything was this, that, the other thing. What's funny though, there's two things. One is that she actually reached out to me after, like, yesterday morning, approximately 19 hours ago. Okay? But before I read that message to you, I'm going to read a quick little message because her story keeps changing. Her original story that she was DMing people was different from the story that she actually had said. On the live. Is it true that I flirted with her? Well, yeah, we had just go watch this video. Leave me alone, okay? That was how it happened. She reached out to me. We flirted a little bit back and forth. Took it to Snapchat, and that's where I bought the content. Okay, I've been pretty explicit about that. You should be able to kind of interpret that information yourself through the words that I've said multiple times. Anyway, this was the original story that was going around. The first thing I think is funny is that when she released the information to people, she said, now she's backtracking saying, I didn't want anybody to talk about it. Anyway, she said, I asked him, please don't use my name. If he feels that he has to. I told him my truth. Not the truth, of course. And the whole story, Papa and I talked for months. Papa is emotional and upset. I wouldn't be his side hoe. He would say goodnight to me every night. He saved every picture. I never saved one. He was sneaky. Wow. I guess sneaky. I mean, I'm fucking buying porn from you. What? I'm not advertising that. Okay? I only have so much money. I can't be paying all these girls for this. Listen, a little bit of real talk. I know people don't understand my relationship dynamic. I totally understand that. I totally get that. You don't have to. Obviously, I do love my wife a lot. She loves me. I love her more, of course. But I'm going to be absolutely real with you. I'm sorry if this is a little too goblin mode. Let me pretext this to this girl if she's watching. You get away consequence free. Nobody knows who you are. We all have your name, but nobody's going to release it, even though you kind of deserve it because you're being kind of an asshole. All you have to do is walk away and you're back to business. Me personally, this is something that, of course, could have a negative impact on my career. Just because you're spiteful that I wouldn't engage with you anymore. That being said, excuse me for being a little goblin mode. If I wanted a side hoe, I don't know where the fuck this girl's from, but if I wanted a side hoe, it certainly wouldn't be a 37-year-old girl with 3 fucking kids. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I know people like to do the whole meme. Tee-hee-hee. Listen, I'm a big guy. Big girls exist. I've never really had a problem getting girls. Before I had a lot of money, it was pretty easy for me to find girls. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'4". I'm 350 pounds. I'm broad. I'm smooth. I'm charismatic. I have a nice voice. I'm mature. I'm intelligent. I know I'm jerking myself off right now. I have a nice penis. I'm not trying to be a fucking asshole, but I explicitly pay for these things. So that, obviously, it makes it a little bit easier. Okay? I'm not trying to be a fucking dickhead, but, this is the situation you're putting me in. I didn't message her goodnight every night. Oh, yeah. My wife and I had a really big laugh when we heard that. What are you talking about? Oh, my God. I mean, Jesus Christ. Okay. Sorry. Just felt the need. Hey, listen. Sorry if it's TMI. But I'm sorry. But that's the least, the farthest we're going to go. That being said, she had messaged me like 2 o'clock in the morning. Actually, she didn't quite message me. This is a weird one to do. This is very weird. She submitted a Q&A question to my TikTok because I blocked her on everything because she's fucking crazy. And what she said is, please get a hold of me and stop. You know it's not true. I have never mentioned you in anything. I would never do anything to hurt you. First of all, I would never do anything to hurt you. Who the fuck are you? That's a weird thing to say to somebody that you don't know. Whatever. Second of all, who the fuck did it then? Did Snapchat decide that I was a fucking threat to national security? And decide to invade my privacy and go, we got to go to everybody in the commentary community? We got to let them know. We got to let them know this guy's paying for this shit. This is incredible. This is an insane walkback. I'm not going to show the message because her fucking name is attached to it. I want to show the screenshot, but I'm simply not going to. Okay? I'm not going to, because she made her TikTok account her fucking full name. Okay? What am I supposed to do? This is just a situation I'm in, okay? All right? All right? I'm not going to do it because it's just a shit thing to do. I could blur her name, I guess. Then I have to do, like, video. Okay. Do fucking editing, then. Doesn't it, like, defeat the purpose if I do some kind of editing? Okay. Give me a second. I'll blur her fucking image, I guess. You guys are asking me. I mean, we can make it easier enough and just, like, I don't know, since my you know, that guy... Listen, Tipster and I have a bond right now, okay? Tipster and I have a bond. So if he wants to reach out and I can show him and he can verify it, and he can be like, oh, yeah, this is a real thing, then we're good. Okay? But I mean, like, as fucking much of an asshole she is, I really don't want this to turn into, like, a whole thing. Because I'm done with it after today, guys. Okay? I'm done with it after today. All right. Make sure her name is gone. I did a quick edit of it inside of the editing program I use. This is the message. I read it to you. I don't know if this makes it any better. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it, brother. That's all I had to say. Yeah. What it is. So yeah, guys, that's the story. It's the story. Started watching again after 7 months. There you go. There you go. There you go. All right, guys, I'll take some quick questions in the chat. What do you guys got for me? Let's bang them out. Show your gut. Not gonna happen, brother. I'll make an OnlyFans. I'll sell it to you, and then I'll claim that you're harassing me. Yeah, it does sound like she'd never say anything to hurt you. You got me. Actually, I'm an idiot. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Is that it? Oh, okay. So people calling me a hypocrite. Okay, let's talk about that. So what is it that you feel like I'm being hypocritical about? Like a true question. Anybody can like pop in. Let's get the ball. Let's do a little brainstorming now. We could talk about it. But I read her OnlyFans. She's so annoying. Why are people saying I should apologize to Tipster? I think I did a video talking about Tipster's thing. And like I was like, I can't believe you're in this allegation as a grown man. So I guess I should apologize to Tipster for that. Let's be honest here. This whole situation with Tipster and myself now, I guess they are comparable. It's just a fucking meme. Nobody really cares. It's content for people. And I guess you're welcome for the brief amount of content you guys. Yeah. Did I call it weird that Tipster's flirting with other people? Yeah. Okay. Well, he says what he did was fine, so I really don't give a shit. It's really not that big of a deal. Like I said, this was within my relationship boundaries. Why I turned the comments off in the other video? I just didn't want to deal with the bullshit. Two things, because I actually got a very positive reception to that video, and I kind of knew I would, comparatively. The one thing is I didn't want people... Honestly, I didn't want people being very annoying against me, but I also didn't want people being very annoying for me. I didn't want people being like, see, this fucking bitch lied. This is why all girls are liars and nothing's true. All right? Like, I just didn't want to deal with the shit. Twitter. Oh, I talked about the Twitter thing. I just needed to disconnect myself. I was becoming terminally online. That has nothing to do with this situation. Like, I was becoming very terminally online, and like I was getting messy with my content. So I took like a legitimate step back, and I just like weren't. That's pretty much it. You saw a video, someone called me a hypocrite for 20 minutes? Damn. Sounds like a really big fan. So, yeah. Is the community like that? Bro, everything's content. The community, every community is like that, am I right? Are you right? I was trending on Twitter. Whoa. Wow. I wonder if they actually know who I am as Papa Gut, or if everybody just thinks I'm Ethan Klein. Because Papa Gut sounds like Ethan Klein. Yeah. Oh, this is a good one. Okay, so I remember on your debate with Sneeko, you said you were in a monogamous relationship with your wife. I did say that. So I want you to be very clear, again, with my relationship boundaries. To us, this isn't cheating. It's like, it's paying for stuff. It's just like flirtatious stuff. That's it. Like I said, I'm going to be closing everything. We're not going to be doing anything else anymore. But here's the thing. What you guys have to understand is like that this is like very personal stuff with us like engaging in this kind of stuff. And it's really none of your business. So I'm like, yeah, we're monogamous. Like we are monogamous. This is what we consider monogamous. But I don't want to get into the hyper specifics of my relationship with everybody. Right? That's pretty much it. Like I wish I could. I should be able to have things that are private. Right? So yeah. Yeah. You don't believe me? Well, it's unfortunate. It's life. Not everyone's going to believe me. So, sounds like I did some fish to, hey, that's okay. You are entitled to believe whatever you want. All I could do is tell you the truth, and then, you know, you can either take it or not. So you can buy a hooker? And no, I can't. Only if I talk to her on Snapchat, then that's okay. He's fucking stupid. As far as sharing the information, yeah, I think I have to. It's shit's fucking crazy and goes like out of. This is like one of the problems. Just it goes out of control. So I'm like, yeah, let me talk about it real quick. Kind of nip it in the bud, and we can move on. I think it's odd to turn off comments. No, I don't think it is. I think you think it's odd because like that's the weird YouTube norm. But for me, I just didn't want to deal with the shit. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm not gonna chat with Nick and Edwin about it because there's nothing to really talk about whatsoever. Like I said my piece, there's really nothing to talk about. I know that it's content for people. I totally get it. You know, I fucking clown on Tipster a little bit too, so I have no room to talk. I get why people are going to talk about it. But for me, like, there's no reason for me to continuously engage in like the conversation about it. It's really not a big deal. It's a nothing. It's a nothing burger. There's really nothing to talk about. I'll talk with Gino Samuel for sure. For sure. You know, that's pretty much it, man. I think we're they're going hard on you and Edwin Nixon. Okay, that's they can do whatever they want. That's totally fine. Is what it is, brother. You know, sometimes some things resonate with some people more than other things. You know, I did not say okay. I didn't say that we were flirting, but I knew she had OnlyFans from the start. Okay, that's why I was okay with the flirting. Anyway, none of this really matters. So take care. Have a good night, Nick. Have a good one. I should probably play the alerts, huh?
Angie Toasties super chatted $1.99. Femboys.
What is the Rex Orange County? Thank you, Femboys. Allegations.
Nicholas Duorio super chatted $2.
Thank
If
you,
you
sir.
wanna chat, me and Edwin are also live.
Very poggers.
Nicholas Duorio super chatted $2. Understood. Have a good night.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't like the nothing burger phrase? Yeah, that probably crossed the line, saying the word nothing burger. When's the Papa Got Destiny Orbiter arc gonna happen? Didn't I orbit a little bit? We doing a lot of Destiny coverage for a while. Right? $19 OnlyFans gift card, very good. Yeah, I have paid for OnlyFans to review on my videos. I think I looked at Diggy B's, Modern Warriors, and Trisha Paytas's. And Nicholas Ocado Avocado. Jesus. Rex Orange County. It's like, oh my goodness. I think that might be something. Rex. What the fuck? Okay. Who is this? Yeah, I did. I left my wife for Nicholas Ocado. I have to say Nicholas Ocado because if I say Nick Ocado, see, that's not good. I'm gonna get canceled. I'm just looking on the screen about this this guy getting charged. Like, what's the cover? I mean, he got charged with 6 counts of sexual assault. He sounds like a fucking scumbag. Jesus. He sexually assaulted the same woman twice. Damn. Yeah, I don't know if there's really a lot to cover here. He's just on bail. Yeah, he sounds like a piece of shit. Yeah. I don't know if there's a lot to talk about with the Rex Orange County thing, brother. Sounds like a fucking scum piece of shit. And fortunately, he got punished for it, you know? He got punished for it. And my wife's fine. He's doing fine. Daniel Larson made a diss track on me. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's probably the real news of the day, to be honest with you. Hold on a second. We gotta look up this allegation here. We have to look up the allegations that Daniel Larson has done a diss track on me. Papa Gut. That's the real fucking news, guys. That's the real news. Give me a minute. Give me a momento. Ooh wow, ooh wow. So again,
Curtis Kennard,
hey, thank you for
$2.
$2. I think this is the last thing I'm going to say about this situation, because I know a lot of people are like very overzealous about this topic. Okay, somebody said Mama God is not allowed to flirt with guys. Saw Papa Gut saying it in Xylee's stream. Yeah, of course. I'm going to try to explain this the best way I can. Okay, I know. Okay, the simplest way I can. Okay, there's my Papa Gut, and then there's my Papa Gut as my real life, my actual name, right? I am monogamous in both the Papa Gut and real life, but some of the specifics are none of your fucking business. Okay, that's pretty much it. I don't even know why I brought this up, right? So my wife and I do things. It's really not your business. People in general shame us for this kind of stuff, or not specifically us, but you can be shamed for this kind of stuff. So we didn't explicitly talk about it. Now, I obviously shouldn't have made a statement that she's not allowed to do this, that other thing. But whatever, bro. That's it. There's really nothing. It's not that deep. Realistically speaking, what the fuck? Oh my. Okay. Yeah, you can start timing people out, baby. Apparently, people are asking a lot about my sexual life and masturbation habits. This is exactly the reason why we want to talk about this. There's a little bit of TMI here. Listen, man. Here's the fucking thing, bro. Listen. Okay. I know you keep referencing Xylee's stream. That's okay. Like I said, that's something that's perfectly fine. Well, not anymore now. Neither of us are going to be engaging in this type of stuff. But like I said, I have an internet life, and then I have a real life, you know? This doesn't come out till October 13th, 5 p.m., the diss track. Come on, bro. Yo, I'm a cuck. I'm a cuck. Absolutely. I'm a cuck. I'm a cuck, yeah. Yeah, it really is a non-issue. Listen, okay. I'm gonna be fucking real with some of you guys. Because I know people, okay. I probably should just move on. Because I think I said what I had to say, and if you guys were listening to what I had to say, you'll understand. And if you guys don't understand, that's fine. A lot of you guys don't seem to just understand fundamentally like our relationship dynamic. I think that's okay. I don't think I have to explain that to you anymore. I think that I'm going to take the stance that it's my personal life.
Am I Sage? Super chatted $2. You should do a stream just watching JiDion videos.
Not a bad idea. Wait, hold on. Let me do this whole quick segment.
Pro super chatted $4.99. Way to go, Papa, for supporting small business.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Gotta pass on the wealth. All right, listen. Okay, so the other day, this was like last night, I think. I was doing a little bit of work, and JiDion was live. Okay, And JiDion was like, I want to make this a little bit of a segment here. I want to see if I would do it. I want to see if JiDion would give me the $100. Okay? He was doing a stream that was like, you'll give it $100 if you told a really funny joke that made him laugh. And I think one person won, but it was like another big YouTuber. I personally think he faked the laugh just so that guy would like him. So shame on you, JiDion. But I have a good joke. This might be a bad joke that I wanted to make. This might be a bad joke. I'm not going to make the joke. It's a little too much, actually. Fuck it. I'm not going to do it. It's too much. It's too much of a joke. It's a bad joke. It's a bad joke. It's too intense. Mama God said, no, don't do it. I'm not going to tell the joke. It's just too much. Okay. Not appropriate. Okay. Why are you so angry? Someone said his name is J.I. next syllable Dion moron. Why are you so mean about that? I'm fucking old. I'm allowed to mispronounce everybody's name. It is literally the only good thing about getting older. Yep, Papa God avoids cancellation. Only to jump back in with a poor joke. Well, that's what my wife's saying. She's like, maybe not tonight. It's too much. It's too much. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. Say a little bit, but I can't say a little bit. It was a Boy Scout joke. It was a boy. I'm an Eagle Scout, so I can make those jokes. I'm sorry. Draw the joke. I can't draw the joke. I can't draw the joke. I can't do it. Just say the setup. No, the setup isn't funny. It's the only funny part is the last part. The only funny part is the last part. Do I need a candy or a diet pop? I'm unhinged tonight. No, I try to only eat sugar-free candy to keep my blood sugar in check, and those things give me pretty bad stomach pains. How do we send a YouTube how do we send a video now that you're on YouTube? Go into the Discord. It's in the description. Yep, Mama got to save my career. Yep, absolutely with that. With not doing that joke. Sign language. I don't know sign language. So, but it's so funny. Somebody said, "Go find Mama got save my career by stopping me from making that joke." Should buy her a Loungefly bag. I try to buy her more Loungefly bags, but she won't. She won't let me buy them. It's like there's too many. I like to buy her Loungefly bags because it's like I'm collecting them, but that's gay, you know. So I can't have the bag myself. When am I gonna react to this video here? You're asking me. Where is it? This one. Dude, it's a 4-hour video. I don't know if I'm going to react to it on... that has to be an independent stream. Okay? Okay? I know Daniel Larson making a diss track on me tomorrow at 5, so maybe I'll check it out then. All right, guys, listen, it's time to get into some content. I always enjoy talking to you guys, but I always hate talking to you guys. So it's time for me to stop talking to you. It's time for me to start doing what I do best, which is watch videos on stream. That's the meta. That's the meta. So let's do it, baby. Let's start with this one. So somebody messaged me, and they said, Papa God, I would like you to watch this video. The Disaster of TwitchCon 2020. I heard somebody fell and hurt themselves. That's all I know. So let's do this, baby. Let's get it going.
Injuries.
Oh, no.
You good? Great victory there.
Stampedes. Stalkers.
Bro, this sounds just like Walmart when they used to do... Do you guys remember when they used to do... the word that's coming to me is Friday Night Funkin', but I know that's not the right term. It's Black Friday. That's what I'm actually talking about. Do you guys remember people used to kill each other for like fucking TVs at Walmart on Black Friday? That's crazy. I miss it though, because honestly, I used to like sitting in line for a few hours and actually doing something. Black Friday deals suck now, to be absolutely honest with you.
They have 24-hour security. That's why I said security had to get involved because the stalker showed up.
TwitchCon 2022 just occurred, with the internet aflame with accusations against organizers. But are these claims
I have a cousin that's a flame.
justified? Well, that is what we'll find out on today's
Oh,
special
this is from the Gamer from Mars, by the way. I don't know if I said that. My bad.
report. TwitchCon is a live streaming convention held every year, and with so many people trying to make content, it's no surprise that this time around there were plenty of shenanigans.
When does TwitchCon end, by the way? Because, like, Twitch kind of stinks. When are they going to have a YouTube con? I probably will never go to any of these conventions. I don't know. It sounds a little lame.
start, ever since being publicly
Maybe I'll
challenged,
go to like a candy convention or something.
Hassan Piker has been inundated with requests to box comedian Sam Hyde. Naturally, this continued into
Don't
real
call him
life.
comedian Sam Hyde. Sam Hyde is an actual like tank. Like that guy's huge, and he's very like. It's not as simple as a comedian. It's not like it's like, hey, he wants him to fight Richard Pryor. Like no, Sam Hyde is like a beast, dude.
With many asking him about the matchup. This bothered Hassan so much that he went so far as to intimidate a fan for asking the question.
Listen. I think Hassan had a disproportionate reaction. I think that he should be like, sorry guys, I shouldn't have had that meltdown. But what I will say is that people have been asking this question for fucking like months since Sam Hyde did this. And then the fans were there, and they, you know, they could have just been asking the question. There's more than one person. They could have also been trying to get a reaction by making it seem like, I'm just asking a question. You know, those people? That's the same energy as like, I'm not touching you right now. I'm just saying, I could see why he'd be irritated. Okay, roll Tide.
Damn, bro. What the f*** do you mean, damn? What do you mean, damn? What the f*** do you mean, damn? Why do you do that? You're not asking questions.
On top of this, the convention hosted an event called Balloon World Cup, in which streamers tried their best to keep balloons in the air. During a match between
Wow, why did you show Overwatch? I'm confused, sorry. Overwatch 2 is pretty good though, by the way. I've been playing it a little bit.
Zummers and GA-RL,
Yeah, the Hassan meltdown was funny, but, you know, I feel for the guy a little bit.
the former accidentally hit her right ankle against a sofa. This led her to collapse on the floor, resulting in the round ending. It was later discovered
Bro, what?
she had broken her ankle in all three possible ways.
How did they let this happen?
GA-RL, the former accidentally hit her right ankle against a sofa.
Wait, so she was running?
During a match between
Oh, that's bad. Hold on, I saw
Balloon
that.
World Cup, in which streamers tried their best to keep balloons in
Hold
the air.
on.
During a match between
It was right here. Okay, bro, here's my thing. Okay, how did they not see this coming? They put a room full of hard furniture together. Of course somebody was going to hurt. They're like, I just feel like that's a no-brainer. Why would you do that? What the fuck?
Zummers and
Okay.
GA-RL, the former accidentally hit her right ankle against a
Jesus
sofa.
Christ.
This led her to collapse on the floor, resulting in the round ending. It was later discovered she had broken her ankle in all three possible ways,
Personally, I don't know if anybody's ever said this to you guys before, but it sounds like a skill issue.
and had to return home. Finally, near the venue are active train tracks that will occasionally block the road. Throughout the event, several people endangered their lives by running in front of the train as it passed.
Well, what the fuck does that have to do with TwitchCon? These guys are idiots.
This just showed how desperate many people were.
Wait, why the fuck aren't there, like, the things that come down? Like, when around me, they go ding, 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 and then, like, the fucking thing. Why don't they have that here? This seems like a city infrastructure problem. Why doesn't the city have to stop things? That just seems like a dumb fucking idea. Where are they? Are they in another country that doesn't, like, force you to have those? I'm confused.
To see their favorite streamers. But believe it or not, these were only minor stories in a sea of bigger issues surrounding the event and its organizers. For starters, let's take a look at the handling of the Dream SMP, a group of streamers known for role-playing together on Minecraft. The series
That sounds a little sexual.
has a massive loyal audience due to its overarching story and cast of creators. The titular Dream alone has over 30 million subs on YouTube, with the team's total count surpassing 100 million. Beyond size, the fan base is also
Probably the same people subscribe to them all, you know.
unique in its sheer social media
I was in San Diego, California. They didn't have they didn't have the things that came down for the train tracks. Oh my god.
presence. It's become a point of controversy due to many fans taking things too far, veering into
True.
obsession. Regardless, their ability to draw a crowd can't be understated. They've garnered hundreds of thousands of live viewers, even setting the third highest record in all of Twitch.
Yeah,
And
mine's actually the first highest, so.
every year, thousands of fans gather to meet them at conventions. That takes us to TwitchCon, where a Dream SMP reunion was scheduled on day one. This was particularly exciting as it marked Dream's first convention appearance, maskless. You see, he'd only revealed his face a week prior, remaining anonymous.
Wait, when he went to the other events, did he constantly have the mask on? Nobody ever got a little peek behind that thing? It was very flimsy. They could have just been like, eh. I'm surprised nobody attacked him and just like grabbed the mask off. Did he glue it to his face? I don't understand.
Beforehand. Thus, it was obvious that the already popular guests would attract an even larger crowd. That is, it was to everyone except the organizers, it seems. For unknown reasons, they chose to put them in a small theater which had a max capacity of only 400. This was not only bizarre given that
TwitchCon's biggest controversy so far is the room hosting Dream and other SMP members. One of the biggest content creators in the world right now, only seats 400 people. Well, did they have a room to accommodate more? And did they have TVs outside?
The circumstances, but egregious compared to past events. Just 3 months earlier, Dream SMP spoke at TwitchCon Amsterdam. The panel was held at Glitch Theater, the venue's biggest and brightest stage. The audience shots make it clear it took a space of this caliber to accommodate their fan base.
Wait, why didn't they have the right space? Did they just not expect that many people to show up? Well, that doesn't seem reasonable because they seemed like they would know. Or did they just not have the room because they were running out of money?
Even before the event began, it was apparent that Twitch underestimated the turnout. The hallways and escalators were so packed that...
That's actually a good point. Somebody said base TwitchCon for telling Dream stands not to come. I actually agree with that. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was like a smell issue. Maybe it was like a... There might... Listen, you guys don't really know this. You don't know. There might have been... Listen, California is very progressive, right? They're trying to get rid of like regular cars, move towards like electric vehicles. They're trying to get rid of, plastic bags. They're trying to get rid of white people. They're trying to get rid of all the things that are so dangerous to the world, right? Maybe they didn't want that much of a collective stink to be in a single room that would have gone up and destroyed the atmosphere around them. It might have been like a pollution issue. Maybe that's why they don't have the rail guards for the trains, because they want people to get hit by trains. Maybe they're just trying to, maybe they're just figuring like, hey, it's like Darwinism. If they die, they die kind of a thing. Yeah. It's possible. It's possible.
That people felt like they were getting crushed. This only got worse as they approached the theater. The line was more akin to a stampede, as attendees pushed and pulled their way to the front. It became so overwhelming that reportedly multiple people fainted. This crowding
skill issue
rendered the accessibility line useless. It was surrounded by fans attempting to sneak in. When people in wheelchairs actually arrived, they weren't allowed to enter.
Oh my god. The fact that they're... I'm sorry, it's not funny, it's fucked up, but it's actually kind of funny. I'm sorry. The fact that there were people trying to trample people in wheelchairs to get into this fucking panel is disgusting, and security was doing nothing. We literally had to yell at the security officials to let the people with wheelchairs through. I wonder if they had enough security. Wow, that's unfortunate. I would have just rolled over those motherfuckers in my fucking wheelchair. Like, what's up, bro? I gotta go over there.
This led them to get trapped and be nearly trampled to death.
Yo.
One of these individuals was Mousy May, who recounted their experience on Twitter.
Damn. Who's Mousy May? I'm going to look them up. Let's see. M-O-U-S-E-Y. Is it May? Mousy May? This just showed me fucking Mighty Mouse. I don't know who the fuck this person is. So I guess we'll move on.
It was pure chaos. I was waiting in line with other people until we were forced to move to the walls where the windows were. My dad went to go see if there was an accessibility entrance for this, but was almost mowed down by people. He was being shoved left and right. He got back and we decided to go and see if there was an accessibility access. Huge mistake. We tried to get up there and the accessibility was blocked by so many people. Everyone was so squished together. I saw someone passed out, with multiple people fanning them. We were all packed like sardines.
Jesus Christ. They're even fanning the people who pass out? Supposed to reserve the fanning for the celebrities, guys. It's a good dad joke. That's not too bad. I was impressed with that one.
People were yelling and pushing, which caused a panic attack. In the end, thousands of fans were turned away as the room quickly reached full capacity. But the issues didn't stop once the panel began. The table wasn't big enough, forcing Dream...
This looks like the panel that, you guys remember when it's like, people would interject about like some kind of personal oppression bullshit. I can't remember the fucking words. It'll come to me later.
To sit on a chair off to the side.
Wow,
the largest streamer present didn't have his own microphone. That, along with the riot outside, led Rambo to criticize Twitch later that night. He wrote in his Discord, "The way that Twitch can see how many people showed up to TwitchCon and VidCon and then go, yeah, give them a fifth of that space is beyond me. I'm so sorry if anyone wasn't able to meet me because of the crap they pulled." It was clear that TwitchCon 2022 was off to a bad start, but little did anyone know it would only get worse from here. We'll learn more about this after a brief word from our sponsor.
Okay.
With the world opening back up again, and many people are thinking about traveling after years of being stuck at their house. Because of this, now might be the perfect time to learn a new language.
Oh, come on. I thought it was going to be something cool. You're trying to sell us Babbel. All right. You almost tricked me. I was like, oh, traveling. Go get Babbel, guys. Go to the link in his bio. I'll send you the video in the YouTube chat, and then I'll, of course, link it down below. in both the live stream and the segment itself.
Only 10 minutes. The app was created. Classes. Want to try out Babbel for your Babbel? The dream. A new.
Personally, I don't know why you'd want to learn a new language. I don't even like talking to people in my own language. So why would I want to talk to more people? That just sounds like a fucking net loss situation. I wish sometimes I could forget languages, so I just don't have to talk to anybody.
Language is only a few clicks away.
Yeah.
As mentioned before, the Dream SMP fanbase is infamous for its often unhealthy level of obsession. This became a huge issue, with many invading the creator's personal space. Once the panel ended, an individual snuck up to the table and stole a creator's water bottle.
He was like making out with it. He wanted the saliva, or she. What the fuck is this?
Another wore explicit artwork depicting two of them having intercourse.
That's actually kind of funny though. Look at this. It looks like the two Minecraft characters fucking each other. This is kind of funny. Let's be honest here. This is a little funny. It's probably inappropriate for TwitchCon, but it's a little funny. Why'd they let her in? I'd be like, you gotta go home, girls. You gotta go home, girl. You gotta go change your clothes.
But most unsettling are the lengths some took to stalk them. Fans followed Dream to his hotel, preventing him from getting rest in order to take photos. They caption the.
What does that mean? Prevented him from getting rest? Did they go into his hotel room? What? That's just a weird statement.
Fans followed Dream to his hotel.
I feel like that one, not that big of a deal. They went to his hotel room. It's probably pretty known where he's going. That one, like, whatever.
Preventing him from getting rest in order to take photos. They caption the selfie. He looked so tired and just wanted to go to his room. But
don't be a celebrity, I guess. I don't know.
He was so sweet to stop for everyone. It's also alleged that a crowd followed.
That's nice of him, though, because if you think about it, there are some people, especially who hate children, very funny. There are some people, especially like when they have to have a good PR, like, I'm somebody that kids like, popular, like Dream. Thankfully, I'm not that person. But he has to be like, yeah, I can take pictures. He has to be nice. For me, I'd be like, bro, I'm fucking tired. Okay? We'll do one collective picture. Everybody go, woo! And then I would sneak away as we're taking the picture. You wouldn't even know the difference. Replace it with a scarecrow. You wouldn't even know. Just leave the hat there. Whoop. Boom.
Carl Jacobs to the bathroom and camped out until he finished.
That's fucking weird. Wait.
It's also alleged that a crowd followed.
I just wish Carl, Jax, him, and Hannah getting surrounded by people in front of the bathroom. People started camping in front of the bathroom door when Carl went there. That's so fucking weird.
Carl Jacobs to the bathroom and camped out until he finished.
That's crazy.
These incidents led many to criticize the event's security. Crazy. The oversight wasn't limited to them either. Amaranth's stalker was reportedly allowed to attend and almost managed to meet her.
They
Damn.
have 24-hour security. That's
I thought he met her before, though. Doesn't he stalk her? He's met her a bunch of times. I just don't think she's met him. You know what I mean?
I said security had to get involved because the stalker showed up. Just because I have security, that doesn't mean I want the stalker to see me. So that's why I went
What is that? Is that macaroni and cheese or corn?
up to the room, and then I got that message and it never came down. And then Mars, my camera guy, told me that he actually pulled up, so he did not come down.
This is an individual who traveled from Europe to camp outside her house for weeks.
Damn.
He eventually
must have a lot of money. You should give him a chance.
tried to break in, leading to his arrest. If this indeed happened at the event itself, it shows a failure to protect streamers from even highly publicized threats.
Well, okay. So, what's happening here? Okay. I would need to know the specifics, but, like, I wonder what you'd expect Twitch to do. So, I have a couple questions. The first thing would be, people would buy something... okay. So, an event like this, the first question I would say, is, did Amaranth reach out to Twitch and say, this is somebody as a stalker of mine, and I have, like, a legitimate restraining order? I don't know if she does. Then that's number one. Because she has to let them be... She needs to make them aware of what's going on. You might be like, well, it's public news. Okay, like, I just wouldn't expect an organization to sit down and, like, compulsively watch Amaranth. Although I know that they do pay people to watch big streamers, but that would be the first thing. Second thing is like, I guess, how would he get the ticket? Do you have to give your name when you buy a ticket? I think do you have to give your, like, full name? Does it have to be accurate on, like, a driver's license? There's a lot of different... I just don't know how they would stop that. Unless they use, like, fucking facial recognition software like they use in, like, China to, like, track people. Maybe they could do that. But Twitch has known about them? Okay. All right, then, yeah, I guess they fucked up. I just don't... I wonder how easy it would have been to catch the guy. You know what I mean?
Though she did state that TwitchCon security intervened when 3 additional stalkers followed her to a hotel. Even basic tasks like clearing the videos used for promotions was neglected. An animation was broadcast to introduce the morning lobby reunion. It was done without permission from the artist, who found out when everyone else did.
Damn. That sucks. You didn't ask my friend for permission for using their animation, question mark?
Given the event's mismanagement, one might assume there was a budgetary issue that hindered organizers. But this was not the case. In fact, TwitchCon held an after-party at the
Is that Nicki Minaj?
Petco Park Stadium. It featured a performance from Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay, well, I'm racist. Why did they have Megan Thee Stallion there? I feel like they should have spent more money on getting everything to be good. Enough room for things over famous. I mean, Megan sounds pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Almost as cool as Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying?
Who twerked on stage with Master Chief. According to
why didn't you show that?
It featured
what
was
the fuck
not
is
the
this?
case. In fact,
What the fuck is this bullshit?
TwitchCon held an after-party at the Petco Park Stadium. It featured a performance from Megan Thee Stallion, who twerked on stage with Master Chief.
You're gonna tell me that she twerked on stage with Master Chief and you didn't show it to me? Damn, bro.
According to All American Entertainment, the artist's booking fee starts at $200,000. This revelation was insulting to streamers. They just
Why was it insulting to them?
been subjected to a change that gave Twitch a higher cut of their revenue. If
We're just cutting how much his biggest streamers make.
their reduced compensation was necessary, it made no sense.
Twitch is reducing how much money it shares with some of the biggest streamers. Right now, the majority of partner streamers receive 50-50 revenue share on subscription to their channel. This means 50% of the network. Twitch has negotiated premium subs terms with bigger streamers. That gives them 37, 70, 30.
Spend that much money on a mainstream celebrity. These controversies led to more and more backlash, which pressured the event to make changes. By the end, they were actively solving issues that had been reported. For example, later panels required wristbands for entry to prevent overcrowding. It worked and demonstrated how things could have gone more smoothly. But that didn't make up for their initial negligence, which eventually
Sounds like Twitch hired a bad party planner.
resulted in serious injuries. In collaboration with Lenovo and Intel, TwitchCon hosted an interactive exhibit. It consisted of two platforms suspended over a pit of foam cubes. They invited streamers to stand on them and battle each other using pool noodles.
Yeah, this is like American Gladiator or something, or American Ninja Warrior or something like that.
This idea, while popular, was poorly constructed. The pit was only 2 feet deep and lacked the cushioning necessary to make it safe. That typically involves a base layer of foam to absorb shock or a trampoline foundation. Instead, the layers of cubes sat on hard flooring. These oversights made it an accident waiting to happen. The first person injured at the booth was a streamer named Lock Vanessa. Upon winning, she celebrated by jumping off the platform. Her foot unexpectedly hit the bottom.
That looked like it hurt.
Lock Vanessa. Upon winning, she celebrated by jumping off the platform. Her foot unexpectedly hit the bottom.
Unexpectedly? I was expecting it.
With the force causing her knee to dislocate.
She took it like a champ, I'll tell you that.
This incapacitated her, being unable to move until staff came to the rescue.
I'm so sorry, what the fuck? Bro, listen, a couple questions. Like, for one, I don't know that any level of shock absorption or foam at the bottom of that, because it was only 2 feet deep, they said, would have really prevented her from dislocating her fucking knee. All of her weight went onto, like, her 1 foot, it kind of looked like. So that's probably what happened. She probably jumped down with both feet, but, like, the one landed, so boom, all there, right? My thing, so I don't know if that, you need a deeper pit. That's what they should have done. But more than that, did they tell them, hey, listen, it's only 2 feet deep. Don't jump in there foot first. Dive backwards if you fall. Did they say that? I mean, either way, you should I don't know what kind of a fucking idiot wouldn't be prepared for somebody to potentially fall in feet first. How did they organize this so poorly? How did they organize this so poorly? Damn.
Thankfully, she didn't break any bones, though she had to attend the rest of the convention in a wheelchair. Despite this, the exhibit remained open, as hours later a second accident occurred.
Wait, they left it open?
Adriana Chuchik is an adult actress with over 1 million followers. She was invited to face off against another streamer named Eddie Bot.
Listen, I'm a progressive guy. Okay, that seems like an interesting invite. Okay, whatever.
Like Lock Vanessa, Adriana decided to celebrate after winning. She can be seen jumping off the podium and doing
Oh my god.
doing a split before landing on her tailbone. The woman writhes in pain, attempting to exit as the commentator assures the crowd that she's fine.
Damn, I know exactly how that feels. One time I was at work and I hurt my back in the same, like I threw my back out for a week at work one time. Well, the way I did is I bent over to pick up an empty bucket and then my back just went. Whole week, could barely move. I still went to work every single day, but that was fucking horrible. That was fucking horrible, bro. Jesus Christ. Damn.
She wasn't. The clip was immediately posted to the subreddit Livestream Fails, where it reached the front page.
Yeah.
They were
See, I was going to say, why did she do that since the other person hurt themselves previously? But she landed on her back. She probably figured, I'm good. Damn.
shocked at the idea of Twitch mishandling the foam pit, with one user stating,
Wow.
"Let's give everyone a false sense of security by making it look like a giant foam pit. Who in their right mind thought this was a good idea?" In
Oh
response,
my
another
God.
compared it to a cartoon where they hide a huge hole in the ground with grass and someone falls in.
True,
Adriana
I
was
guess.
transported to the hospital, where they discovered she
Hey, I guess this isn't the first time she had her back blown out. This is good. I'm on a roll tonight. The joke is that she's a porn star.
had broken her back. The next morning, she revealed the injury was so severe it required surgery. "Well, I broke my back in 2 places, and I'm getting surgery to put a metal rod in for support today." This led
Jesus Christ, a metal rod. Holy fuck.
to an influx of media coverage
I guess that's not the first time she's gotten support from a metal rod. I'm assuming someone's name is Rod or something.
as
Okay,
many
move on.
speculated on if it was
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, guys.
grounds for a lawsuit. That remains to be seen, with one journalist told they signed a waiver acknowledging the possibility of physical harm. Regardless, it's worth pointing out
Hold
told
on. Let's see. People had to sign a waiver acknowledging the possibility of physical harm or damage to, say, phones, and also that they were okay appearing on stream. Unclear whether Intel and Lenovo put the bill for the people who've been injured. They probably have to do it themselves. They probably have some kind of insurance for this event, but I think that when it comes to waivers don't necessarily always hold up. Like depending on like how unrealistic it is. I remember hearing a lawyer talk about that a while ago.
they signed a waiver acknowledging the possibility of physical harm. Regardless, it's worth pointing out that Twitch may not be entirely to blame. The exhibit was
Why?
handled by Lenovo Legion, the largest PC company in China. In a clip from their stream,
Yep, always China. I knew the Chinese, bro. Slippery. They got some excellent food though, bro. Terrible service, but I don't go there for the service.
a representative can even be heard advocating for participants to dive in.
What the fuck's happening? Why are people attacking each other?
Entirely to blame. The exhibit was handled by Lenovo Legion, the largest PC company in China. In a clip from their stream, a representative can even be heard advocating for participants to dive in.
Do this kind of stuff in the Legion pit. Who knows? You could even do a pit dive from the Street Fighter booth. There's so much going on.
Who the fuck's that guy? He looks familiar. His large vein.
Pow. It's been an amazing day.
This has led many people to argue Twitch is still at fault given that they approved the exhibit. Even after Adriana was hospitalized, they allowed it to
Damn.
remain open the next day.
That's very dumb of them.
Though unsurprisingly,
Did they change anything?
the line was empty. With TwitchCon ending after the 9th, many have
Hey, the line was empty. Good for these security guards. They don't have to do any work for the day.
next day.
But that can get boring, so.
Though unsurprisingly, the line was empty. With TwitchCon ending after the 9th, many have already begun marveling at how disastrous it turned out to be. Between the overcrowding, lack of adequate security, and even life-threatening negligence, it may go down as one of the most infamous conventions in internet history. But that ultimately lies upon a single question. Which is worse, a ball pit or a foam pit?
Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. That's crazy, though.
Kyorn super chatted $1.99.
Thanks, brother.
Will you review the Def Noodles archive one day?
I don't think maybe like 6 years from now, but I'm not super
Big
interested.
Senpai
in
Nate
him.
super chatted
Hey, thank you so much.
$1.99. Babble for your wabble, love the stream to papa.
Thank you so much. Imagine if she nosedived. That would have been something else, brother. That would have been something else, brother. Oh, my wife texted me. She was like, before somebody was asking me why I was moaning, and then she's like, "You're moaning," and I was like, "I don't even remember moaning." So I made a joke about having like a vibrator on my ass or something. Turns out I was just combing my beard, and I was in a lot of pain because it was very knotty. Oh, Jesus. That's funny. That's actually very funny. That's actually very funny. Okay. All right, let me go take a wee really quick, okay? Hey guys. Hey guys, what's up? It is a Papa Gut moment for me to go peas. You know. Yep. Can I react to the new Channel 5 video? Oh, I forgot to get rid of that. Well. Maybe I'll watch it. It looks interesting. I don't know. We'll see. It doesn't look interesting. Nothing to do with them. I just more feet shots. How about I shoot heroin into my ass? I don't know why I'm saying these things. When I have a child, will I show my child on stream? I don't think I would do that. That is kind of, it's a little, I really don't think I would do that. I don't know, bro. The Alex Jones one? I watched a couple of bits from Alex Jones on him. Did he post the full thing?
Do you feel
Oh, he posted the whole damn thing. Ooh. Oofa. I do want to do this Charlie D'Amelio one though. Maybe I won't do this today. Oh my god, you guys are going crazy with this shit. Holy fuck. No, it's not, yeah, you guys aren't doing anything wrong, but there's JiDion reacts to the diss track.
That JiDion. Yo, that
Ghost right.
You know, like
I could. I guess I could. Damn. Damn. Crazy stuff. There's so much stuff here. I guess I could ask you guys which ones you're in the mood. I was kind of in the mood for the Charlie D'Amelio video. But maybe I won't. Let's see. I'm going to do a quick poll. Okay, I guess how do I do a poll? Oh, you don't just... Okay. Okay. Video? Question mark. Charlie. JiDion, I guess I'll say, and channel 5, Chan 5. All right, I'm gonna ask you guys. Give me a little bit of one. We're gonna do. What's the next one we're gonna watch? What's the next one? I don't know. I do /poll when I'm doing this. When I'm doing this on Twitch, I do /fucking poll. I put up a poll. Vote for the goddamn poll, you pieces of shit. All right, I'm gonna let you vote on that poll. While you do, I'm gonna do a different topic. Okay, that's what I want to do. I don't really care about some of these. They're a little silly. All right. While we watch the poll, I'll give it some time. I wanted to talk about this topic here. This is an interesting topic that I heard about. Basically, what happened is there's a school that they forced the teacher to take down their LGBTQ flag out of their classroom. Right? And now people are rightfully upset. But it's a little more than that. And I'll get into it after we watch the video.
Been a long night. Thanks, everybody, for sticking
I'm going to turn up the video.
My name is Liz Irwin. I attended Connecticut until the 7th grade.
Wow.
This is Eliza, and this is my kid. You may remember me, all of you, from such great hits as the email I fired off Saturday morning at 1:42 a.m., which may have come across a little terse. I apologize. I did also cry myself to sleep after it, because I am an openly bisexual woman who is shielded by my heteronormative marriage.
I'm not trying to be that guy, but damn. I get you're bisexual. I don't know. Okay. Sorry. It's just a wordage. It's like SJWE. I'm a bisexual woman, but I'm actually shielded by my heteronormative marriage. Okay. Okay.
My daughter is a lesbian and is also non-binary. So,
well, then how is she a lesbian? Real question. Just saying. Rules are unclear. Okay.
I will try to keep this short. I'm not really good at that. I was a student here. I was pulled out because of bullying 25 years ago. Damn. I came from a family that could put me through a private school. I had a friend in the same class who was not so lucky, who committed suicide 2 months after graduation.
Well, that's horrible.
I don't know exactly why, but the fact that he was biracial and bisexual probably had a lot to do with it.
Maybe.
My daughter is a student here at OBM. She is sexually harassed and ridiculed daily, though she can definitely handle herself and has told me as much.
I wonder what that means. I'm just curious what that means that she gets sexually harassed. Like, because I wonder what they're referring to. Like, because, okay, I know this from, like, work, because I did a whole sexual harassment seminar, because, like, somebody who sexually harassed some fucking, like, people there. They had to do a whole thing. Everybody had to get trained on it. Calling someone gay is sexual harassment. Like, technically. At least my company saw it that way. So I wonder if that's how they were sexually harassing her. Them. Fuck. Yeah, maybe jokes about how she's non-binary or something. Yeah, it's still inappropriate. When you use the term sexual harassment, like, those words are very loaded. And so, like, what's your first thought? Like, getting, like, touched or groped or, like, you know, obscenities called at you. And so, like, that's totally possible, but I kind of, like, wonder the specifics, you know what I mean?
It is entirely around her sexuality and gender identity. Okay, so a student tells you that they're uncomfortable about a flag that promotes inclusivity of trans people, black people, indigenous people, and other people of color. Why did we try to sweep it under the rug instead of beginning a conversation about acceptance?
So really quick, they referred to they said the LGBTQ flag, that's a flag about, like, gay people and black people and indigenous people. So I want to be explicitly clear. BLM LGBTQ flag. The flag that they had posted in the school, from my understanding, wasn't, like, the typical flag. It was one of those flags. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna find it really quick. It was this flag. It was this flag here, right? And so, like, this is, like, the LGBTQ flag with, like, I guess it's Black Lives Matter, I guess indigenous, non-binary, trans, and white. I don't know what the fuck that is. My understanding is the school said you can put up a normal pride flag, but you can't have this specific pride flag. So to be very clear, honestly, and I don't know if they address this in the meeting, this seems like less of a gay issue and more of like a race issue conversation. Right? I personally still think it's stupid that they didn't let them put it up. My only issue with this flag, to be fucking honest with you, is I've never seen a single fucking black person swinging the flag. It's always some white asshole. Sorry. Right? And if we boil it down from like an intersectional perspective, it's usually good to kind of like focus on one thing at a time. Things can get like a little bit messy. You know, they might be a little too encompassing here, just from a social justice like narrative perspective. When it comes to advocacy for Black Lives Matter and LGBTQ, combining them together doesn't really help very much, right? Because there's people who support LGBTQ but not Black Lives Matter. There's people who support BLM but not LGBTQ. And then when you combine them together, the people who only support one but not the other are going to go into the category of people who don't support it in general. And then all of a sudden you've reduced the amount of progression. Either way, I still think that they should be able to put the flag up. I don't think it's an issue. But I just wanted to bring that up for context. I think that like it doesn't really matter. They should have put it up. Jesus Christ, bro. How many fucking times are you going to talk about how you think Cinco is sexy, bro? Come on, relax a little bit. You're so fucking weird. Jesus Christ. Okay. I just want to be contextually accurate. But I feel like this needs to be a conversation more about race than it does about like LGBTQ shit, to be honest with you.
My daughter tells me in one of her classrooms that a Blue Lives
Sorry. That was just a weird thing I did.
Matter flag is twice as large as the American flag, and in another class, an Italian flag is twice.
Hold on.
My daughter tells me in one of her classrooms that a Blue Lives Matter flag is twice as large as the American flag.
Listen, right off the bat, if you're going to allow a Blue Lives Matter flag into school, which I think is perfectly fine, you cannot be policing them on any of these fucking gay flags. How are you going to have a fucking thin blue line but be like, BLM is a little too far? Bro, allow representation, because that to me, see, again, they might not focus on this. If you're allowing a Blue Lives Matter flag, Blue Lives Matter, honestly, from a social perspective, it's usually against BLM. Usually. They shouldn't be. You should be able to advocate for police officers and the dangerous job that they perform, and black people with the disproportionate targeting, mostly due to systemic racism, right? But to me, this signals, hey guys, we took a side. I think it's kind of shitty. If you're gonna let one side talk, then let both sides talk. Allow the advocacy for Black Lives Matter and allow the advocacy for Blue Lives Matter. Right?
And in another class, an Italian flag is...
Boo! Fuck you, Italians. That's the one I'm fucking worried about.
Twice as large as the American flag. No one here is swearing fealty to martial law or the European Union. We all know that. Many of the people in this room would say that reverence for first responders should not be politicized. As the granddaughter of an NYPD officer and the daughter of a Vietnam vet, I can get behind that, but I would also say that the guaranteed right of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for all people, including trans and BIPOC folks, is also guaranteed under the Constitution, and that should not be a political talking point either.
Yeah. My favorite part is that she's waiting for the applause, you know what I mean? Sorry. I just want to be explicitly clear from before when I said like the Black Lives Matter and like the Blue Lives Matter, I guess, flag. We know what they're referring to. They contradict each other. They shouldn't, like I said. But the problem is that people like use it as that. Realistically speaking, people only started really pushing like the thin blue line shit once BLM started to become a narrative, because it became like a one versus one rather than like having two separate conversations. That's the problem.
A symbol of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for us all. But those of us who think we're there right now are being willfully ignorant, and that's why a flag named after progress, which we're trying to walk back, is necessary for the time being. Take it down, and you are declaring open season on my child. I would like to close with saying...
Damn, they're clapping for her child to get open season.
That you can have reverence.
What does BIPOC stand for? BIPOC stands for Black, Indigenous, and People of Color. So basically, the reason that people say BIPOC instead of like people of color in general is because for the most part, Black and Indigenous people, those two groups generally have more struggles than like other peoples of color, and for like a longer period of time, right? Like really since the foundation of our country, right? We use black people as slaves, and indigenous people we ran off their land. And so the argument from a lot of the people, like, you know, black people and indigenous people is like, hey, listen, every time you put us all into one category of people of color, we don't really get represented, because what ends up happening is like, oh, we're going to put all the non-white people into a category, and if that group as a whole does better, then we're doing better for people. The reality though is that black people and indigenous people haven't really gotten anything extra, or they haven't really gotten too much to help raise them out of like their bullshit in their communities. When I say bullshit, it means systemic racism. And so they don't want to be categorized as just people of color, because then you could just be like, well, look, Hispanic people are doing better, Asian people are doing better, you know, Indian people are doing better, actual people from India, which I think are Asian. I don't know. I'm dumb. Middle Eastern people are doing better. So that means that like black people and indigenous people, if we put them all together, we don't have to worry about their issues because they basically get erased. So that's the whole idea behind BIPOC, the existence of BIPOC. Okay, there you go.
For every police officer that's ever lost their life in the line of duty and still have a problem with police brutality. You can believe in America, and you can believe that America needs work. Those two ideas are not mutually exclusive.
Okay.
And until such a time as the American flag absolutely stands for the inclusion of everybody, all the time, every day, we're gonna need that progress flag up.
Woo! All right, the cheering's a little loud, but okay. Look at the daughter waving a flag. You didn't even do anything, nerd. Okay, that was pretty good. That was decent.
So a student tells you that they're uncomfortable about a flag that promotes inclusivity of trans people.
I'm just wondering, this must like a different part of it.
Black people, indigenous people, and other people of color.
This.
Why did we try to sweep it under the rug?
Oh yeah, we already heard that. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. Yeah. I think that I honestly think it's wrong. They should allow it back up. But again, it seemed like the conversation would be a little more focused. I guess it was, but it needs to be a little more focused around like the race issue rather than like the gay or the LGBTQ issue. Because again, they said you could put up a regular one, you just can't put up like the BIPOC one. Pogger. All right, let's see what we got. We got Channel 5 has one out. Wow, you guys really want to watch Channel 5, huh? All right. All right, I didn't forget the poll. Oh, forget the poll. Watch Charlie. Yeah. All right, listen, you sussy bakas. You want me to watch this video here? It is the Alex Jones interview. I've seen some of the bits here and there. It looks like he uploaded the full thing, so I am a little bit excited. Not gonna lie. So let's watch.
Do you feel responsible for what happened to the Sandy Hook families?
Yes, I killed the children.
Wow, he really just jumped out the gate with that one, huh? I think I'm deceased on that. So, just so you guys know. I'm sorry. Jesus. Just so you guys know. Oh my God, this is horrible. Just so you guys know. For those of you who don't, I don't know how you don't know. Alex Jones perpetuated the conspiracy theory that Sandy Hook, which was a mass shooting in America, was fake, and that led to the parents of the victims, the kids that died, to be relentlessly harassed. I think even some of them had tried to consistently move to escape harassment and death threats over and over and over again. And Alex Jones just lost a lawsuit because he was pushing this conspiracy theory idea, which is really fucked up and dangerous and very harmful. So it's good that he lost, and he's a scumbag. I just want to be clear. Now, some people say that he did it intentionally for money. I heard that he might have said that as like a defense. I don't really know. Or maybe he said it because he really believes that conspiracy theory. You're a fucking moron if you believe that conspiracy theory. Honestly. You know, it's a really horrible thing what he did. He got the families harassed who've lost like their child. That's one of the worst things that can ever happen to a person, is losing your child. So Alex Jones is an asshole. So.
But beyond that,
I went in that school, I pulled a gun out, and I shot every one of them myself. I mean, I'm guilty. It's true.
No,
let's just. Do I feel responsible that someone that played shoot 'em up video games on a bunch of drugs went and killed a bunch of kids, and then the internet questioned it, and I covered that?
They staged Sandy Hook. The evidence is just overwhelming. We looked at all sides. We played devil's advocate from both sides.
No, I don't feel responsible, and I don't apologize anymore. I'm done.
Okay.
I don't apologize. I killed the kids.
I feel like maybe he should have not taken this interview personally.
Was there a definitive?
No, I killed him. I killed him.
You didn't kill him.
No, I did.
No, you didn't.
No, everybody said no. I killed him. I killed him. I already admitted I did it. I killed him. I'm the bad guy. I'm the devil. Get rid of the First Amendment. Can we move on to other topics?
I don't think.
I killed him. First Amendment killed him. Second, get rid of the Second Amendment. Get rid of the First Amendment. They're bad. They killed the kids too. George Washington killed him. Jesus killed him. We should rename the whole planet Sandy Hook. Everything. There should be holidays. We should bow 5 times a day to New Haven, Connecticut.
Holy fuck, dude! I watched like the highlights of this or whatever that he put out, and I didn't think he could get any more unhinged. The only good thing about this video here is that right now the view count is 1,776,590, which if you look is 1776. Hey, what a coincidence.
For the kids that died. Every American's to blame. Every gun owner's to blame. I'm to blame. We're all guilty.
You are to blame.
To Bloomberg and Soros.
Not for the shooting itself, but after the...
Turn our guns in. Turn our guns in. I know. I did it. I killed them. I killed them.
Well,
I killed them. I know. I killed them. So I'm done talking about it. Okay. I killed them.
Yeah, imagine the parents watching this. That'd be fucking horrible.
Can we talk about the trial at all?
There's nothing to talk about. Let me tell you, I don't know if I can do this interview right now.
You know, for some reason, this interview is making me smell KFC potato wedges. That's it.
You liking it?
I don't think you should keep doing that.
What? Dude, I murdered those children. I did.
You just went to an employee right now.
Still not a funny thing to say. Yeah, I get the point, but it's just like, fuck, man.
Fuck it, I don't give a fuck, dude. Right. I'm farming, I don't give a fuck right now.
I understand.
Dude, you want to fucking take me on that?
No, but I'm just saying. They really, that wasn't their intention.
A jury in the Alex
Yikes.
Jones trial ordering the conspiracy theorists to pay $45.2 million to parents who lost their 6-year-old son in the Sandy Hook massacre for calling it a hoax.
Every sin ever committed on Earth in 10,000 years of history, I did it. The Night Stalker, the Zodiac Killer, I did it.
Is he telling us that he's an X-Man? That's kind of cool.
Vietnam War, Hitler. I was actually Hitler. It wasn't Hitler. It was me. I did it. I was in a time machine in Germany.
CNN is being gutted because leftist media is not as appealing as they fantasize. Okay.
I did all that, okay? I did everything. And that's what I accept. So, you're here with the bad guy. You're here with the villain. Lex Luthor, right now. You're talking to him right now. You're talking to Lex Luthor. How's it feel?
You don't feel like Lex Luthor to me.
I invented cancer.
How?
Okay.
I just did it. Doesn't matter. I created death. People didn't die before I was born. I created heartburn. I created hemorrhoids.
You fucking piece of shit. Oh my God. You know, I was okay with him creating cancer and being Hitler, but the heartburn, you know, and the hemorrhoids, you're making it very uncomfortable for me to fucking eat and shit. You know what I mean? You gotta dial it down. Look at his face. It's just killing me right now. This is fucking crazy.
I created hangovers. I created
hangovers. Well, listen, the first hangover was good. Second, third, why'd you even do it? You know what I mean? Like, why'd you have to create those?
Did you buy this?
That's a bad one.
I created hair loss. I created
me too.
Acne.
My lady.
I wish you knew that one.
I created bad breath.
Andrew's got a little acne.
So yeah, now that we've accepted that.
I invented Prozac that Adam Lanza was on.
Wow.
I had his mom behind the AR-15, give it to him. I was there.
Jesus Christ.
Did you know that all money in the universe was created by Sandy Hook? It was a time machine. Before the Rothschilds created fractional...
Bro, look, he's trying not to laugh, but how do you not laugh? This is an unhinged moment.
...banking, before tally sticks, before gold coins of the Roman era. It was the Sandy Hook event that created all money, future and forward. Yeah. Everything is that. Everything.
I mean, how do you feel about like how your attorney did, overall?
They said I was guilty beforehand because they couldn't have a real trial because they had 24 minutes out of 10 years of me talking about it. Most of them me saying it happened. It's sick. It's disgusting. I was being sarcastic earlier. I didn't kill the children. I'm not Jeffrey Dahmer. I didn't invent hemorrhoids.
He had to make sure. He's like, I didn't invent hemorrhoids. He's like, I didn't do all those things. Too specifically, I didn't kill the kids. I didn't invent hemorrhoids. I didn't invent that one. Okay, we needed to know that explicitly was the one that was weighing on his mind the most.
They question things, and they're trying to demonize me to say questioning things is a bad deal.
Listen, it's okay to like question things. I don't understand what's the question in this fucking case. Like explicitly clear information.
And elementary school massacre, 26 dead, 27 dead now, 18 kids in Connecticut. When you got small children, this really gets to you. That's why the globalists use children's deaths to go after our guns, because they know it gets to us. So don't ever think the globalists that have hijacked this country wouldn't stage something like this. They kill little kids all day, every day. And it's not our government, it's the globalist. I really think they're going to try to come after the guns. It's going to start a civil war.
Okay, hear me out a little bit. If his argument is that the globalists set up this massacre and actually killed the kids, it's insane and not true, but at least he's not blaming the family. But I'm pretty sure he goes on to say that like it was all an act and they didn't actually kill the kids. Like,
I clearly believe from the evidence, children were really killed in Sandy Hook.
Okay.
It's a real tragedy. Unfortunately, evidence is beginning to come out. People who've been coached, people who've been given cue cards, people who are behaving like actors.
I dropped Billy off and watched him go around the corner, and he never came back, all because of the guns. Won't you just turn your guns in for my son? I mean, folks, we've
oh my God. I mean, obviously, if your kid gets shot by a gun, you're going to want to ban guns. I mean, what the fuck?
got video of Anderson Cooper with clear blue screen out there.
Nothing can account for what happens to his nose.
Early on, I said, well, they had to.
Even if that was a green screen, which I don't even know, it could have just been some kind of blurring. Who would have cared? Like, how does that change that much?
Nothing.
Yeah, he said the parents were actors. That doesn't make any sense. Like, why did the parent? So, if your conspiracy theory is that the globalists killed the kids, why the fuck do the parents need to be actors? Like, you don't have to go anywhere near that. That's fucking insane. The parents are actors. What did they just raise the kids for fucking however many years just to like? Yeah, I knew this was gonna happen. It's not a big deal. What are you talking about?
You can't account.
Like I could also imagine like that the parents aren't exactly communicating perfectly after a horrible loss, and now they have to collect themselves and like, oh, this happened. Like, I would like you to ban guns, and they have to do it in a professional, communicative way. So like, it's not a big deal if they don't talk perfectly, because who the fuck could in that kind of situation? What?
For what happens to his nose.
Early on, I said, well, they had to kill somebody. I mean, this doesn't make sense. Then parents come out and start laughing and then turn to the camera and cry. No one died in 2012 in Sandy Hook. Sandy Hook is a synthetic, completely fake, with actors, in my view, manufactured. I couldn't believe it at first. I knew they had actors there, clearly, but I thought they killed some real kids. And it just shows how bold they are.
All right, so now no kids were killed.
People come to me in hotels and in grocery stores, and I'm walking my dog, and they just go, the car will go, "Roar! You son of a bitch, quit, leave those kids alone."
True. Good for them, you fucking scumbag.
I'll be like, I never talk about it at the meeting. Shut up, you son. And some people have confronted me in front of my wife and children and said,
good.
You son of a bitch, you killed those kids. No one knows who Adam Lanza is. When you ask somebody about Sandy Hook, it's Alex Jones.
Yeah.
So I did not kill the children.
But do you feel any sense of responsibility for the way the lives of the Sandy Hook families were affected?
An emotional day of testimony after 3 family members whose loved ones were...
They confront... I like this argument. It's like they confronted me in front of my wife and kids. When you say something like that, what you're generally doing is making like an emotional appeal of like, oh, they were bothering not only me, but they were like getting my wife and kids involved. And normally I'd be like, yeah, that's a good point. But you, motherfucker, got the families relentlessly harassed afterwards through your conspiracy theory. Oh, my wife and kids. What about their fucking kids? Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ.
Were murdered at Sandy Hook Elementary.
And also, yeah, I doubt that anybody actually said he killed those kids. So get the fuck out of here.
School took the stand describing the harassment they endured as a result of Alex Jones' false statements.
People were, accusing me of lying, telling me that I never lived, telling me that I was going to burn in hell, and that I would pay for what I had done.
Hensel testified that after her husband Jeremy committed suicide in 2019, people went to their daughter Avielle's gravesite looking for evidence the family was faking his death.
Wait, did her husband kill himself because of all the stress of, like, the loss of the child? Is that what fucking happened? Wait, hold on. Jesus Christ. What year was Sandy Hook? Is it 2014? Or is it 2012? Yeah, it sounded like he killed himself, possibly because of all the harassment.
Abdullah super chatted
That's
$1.28.
Let me mute these.
Thoughts on Alex Jones and the TwitchCon?
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, brother.
Couldn't wrap my head around just one more family member being part.
I'm surprised she didn't do the same. God bless her that she didn't, but like, God, that's horrible. That's horrible. This woman, I wonder how this woman is holding up.
This narrative.
It's an industry. It's a business. They got $73 million from Remington. They've sued all these different groups of people. So no, I didn't kill their kids. I already said I was sorry before they ever sued me. And now they've just attached themselves to my name and who I am. They can get all the judgments they want against me. I have hardly any money. All those articles you see, it's like made up. Almost all of it's not even true.
You're not doing too good money-wise right now?
I've never, like they had a financial expert in my rigged trial, and he said InfoWars is worth $130 million. And Alex Jones is worth $270 million. I don't have $2 million in cash. I don't have stocks and bonds.
Right there. What a fucking scumbag.
I don't have all that stuff. So it's like I don't have $2 million in cash. I don't have stocks and bonds.
I don't have $2 million in cash. I only have stocks and bonds. When somebody does like a rating of like your net worth or your riches in general, they are God damn it, you're a fucking piece of shit. I'll explain a second what that mean by that. They take those things into account. Guess what? You're gonna have to sell your assets, dickhead. You stump fuck. It doesn't matter. Like they're probably gonna force him to pay anyway. They're just gonna like take his shit. The government's just gonna, and they should. This is why.
Abdullah super chatted $1.28. Uchokondis Nutselmum.
Very good. Thank you. Very appropriate for what we're talking about right now.
I don't have all that stuff. So it's like a joke. They can have $1 billion verdicts. It doesn't mean anything.
So they're expecting you to pay $45 million.
It's like $47 million or something like that total.
You think that in time you'll be able to do that?
Oh, no, it's what's ridiculous. Like, and they have 2 more trials coming up in Connecticut and in Texas. Everyone's like, "Yeah, we're gonna get him." He's like, they built me up and like I'm this giant.
They're gonna end up getting him. They're gonna take his assets from him.
Creature, like all powerful, like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Yeah. And none of it's real, so it's like it's funny actually. It's actually comical. I mean, it's actually hilarious. And then the Sandy Hook families, they already got $73 million from Remington. They're sitting there thinking they're about to get this big payday, and it doesn't exist.
Yeah. Are you going to be able to keep the studio open?
Oh, I mean, I could do a show anywhere. I mean, they're not going to say anything now. They could run off some of our employees. Yeah. They could shut down some of our people, which is their big job, shut down America, get rid of American workers. I mean, that's the part of the course. But I mean, as long as I don't want to quit or they don't put me in prison, they can't.
Is it really almost up to $1 billion now? Like from today? Damn. Well, they definitely won't be able to pay all that back, but.
Was there a definitive year where big tech really teamed up to deplatform InfoWars?
Yeah, it was 2018, early 2018.
Bay Area tech giants are taking action against a prominent conspiracy theorist.
Twitter gives Alex Jones the boot.
Just into CNN, Facebook is purging right-wing conspiracy theorist Alex Jones.
Apple, Facebook, Spotify, and YouTube all completely banned InfoWars within 12 hours of each other.
Facebook said, "We have taken it down for glorifying violence and using dehumanizing language to describe people who are transgender, Muslim, and immigrants, which violates our hate speech policies."
They had the heads of big tech, so they got together and colluded to shut me down. I knew they had to censor freedom because freedom was so popular. I mean, I knew that was coming, yeah.
How did that affect your audience size?
It didn't let us have, on average, that giant viral spread every day, reaching 20, 30 million people. It said it was 3-4 million people that were hardcore, but then they understood there was censorship, so they were grassroots putting it down. So it actually made it more underground and more avant-garde, more black sheep, more rebel, and more outlaw.
And probably more money, honestly. 3 or 4 million people? I probably, like, how much did they charge? I mean, imagine you charge them $1 each for 3 million. You know, you got $3 million a month. You know what I mean? Like $1 a month. I'm just saying that's a fucking ton of money that they were making.
And so it made it more successful in a way.
What would you do if you had
in a
time?
way? Get the fuck out of here.
You know, I think even though I got caught in their Sandy Hook trap, and I was covered other people's theories and barely did it, wasn't much of what I did on the on the timeline. I think I'd do it all again. I think this is just going to bring us to something bigger.
What?
I got caught in their Sandy Hook trap, and I was covered other people's theories and barely did it. Wasn't much of what I did on the on the timeline. I think I'd do it all again. I think this is just going to bring us to something bigger. I mean, technically, if I had it all over to do again, I wouldn't have been caught in that trap. But that's not.
I mean, it kind of sounds like he's saying that he covered that trial more than anything else because it made him a lot of like views and money. You know,
how the universe works. I did these things, and I'm going with the flow of where I'm at. I did it from a good heart, and I think it'll be turned towards good at the end of the day. So I'm not worried about it. And I believe humanity's going to wake up. I believe we're going to win.
Okay. What the fuck is this? Like a palate cleanser? I do it again. Yeah, I guess he would do it again. Oh, this is horrible, bro. I was like, oh, I thought that we were just doing like an artistic thing showing like the street with some cars on it. This is horrible, brother. Damn. 6 years old that kid was. You see that? From 2006 to 2012. These kids are fucking children.
All right, so we're in Newtown, Connecticut, where the Sandy Hook elementary school shooting took place around 10 years ago. It's a special week for this town because for the first time ever, Alex Jones is being made to stand trial in Connecticut.
In a Connecticut courtroom just 20 miles from Sandy Hook, conspiracy theorist Alex Jones taking the stand, forced to face his own lies.
So right now we're on our way to go meet up with a trial attorney named Mark Bankston, who represented the Sandy Hook families in the previous defamation case in Texas.
Nobody thinks you killed the kid. Nobody thinks that, Alex. What you did, what you killed, is their ability to get over the death of their children. Look,
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say get over it, but I know what he means. Like, try to move past it. They literally couldn't do that. That's fucking horrible, dude.
I'm a parent, and I know my job. My job is to protect my kid. They couldn't be with their kids on December 12th, 2012, right? Like, they couldn't do...
Dickhead in the chat. This guy goes, in quotes, quoting me, saying, these kids are children, and then, thanks, Papa God. Yeah, thank you. Okay, I'm sorry for not being... You're a fucking annoying ass. You piece of shit.
That. And so when that happened, their job changed. Their job became to protect their kids' legacy. And so every day that this kept going on and they couldn't stop it, these parents are feeling like they're failing their kids over and over and over again. And I put that on Alex Jones more than anybody else in the country.
So for those who don't know, can you describe the extent of the harassment that was experienced by the Sandy Hook families?
There's no way I could do it just sitting here with you. It's unreal. Initially, it just started with rough contacts. You get people who were emailing them, people would find out their phone number, call them on the phone. But then you had people starting to show up in Newtown and destroy the memorials they had for their kids. They had people showing up at their homes, knocking on their door. They had people going around and talking to their neighbors. And then it just kept escalating. As more and more people got caught into the wildness of it. There's Lucy Richards, right? Who was a woman who I have to have some level of sympathy with on some way because she's mentally ill. But she got obsessed with all these narratives and about Lenny Posner. She was in Central Florida. And when it got disclosed that that's where Lenny had moved to, and InfoWars put up his Boca Raton mailbox where he picks up his mail.
Well, I've got an article here from a guy, I think was our last caller. He's been getting all kinds of grief from Mr. Posner. Social media shut down due to Sandy Hook false copyrights. What's interesting is they list the address for the Honor Network in Boca Raton, Florida, 908 North Dixie Highway. There is no suite, but it's got two different buildings listed that address.
Well, we'll just start investigating that. And I guess I'm going to have to probably go on up to Newtown. I'm going to have to probably go investigate Florida as well.
She decided, okay, that's my call to action. So she started stalking Lenny and Veronique through Central Florida. She would call and leave these messages, and I don't know if you've ever heard them, man. And maybe we'll get a hold of them for you or something just so...
I honestly do not want to hear them.
People can understand what this is. But creepy.
Did you hide your imaginary son in the attic? Are you still fucking him? You fucking Jew bastard. Look behind you. Death is coming to you real soon.
Just this awful, hateful stuff. These slurs and at him and that don't even make any sense. Yeah. I mean, she called him the N-word.
What the fuck?
And accused him that Noah is still alive and that he's got Noah in the attic and sexually assaults him every night. And even after she was arrested by federal law enforcement.
Was that the guy who took his life? Is that who they were referring to?
Do you feel...
I want to just kind of scroll back. Was that what was the girl's name that went to the trial? Was it like...
False statement. Family members whose loved ones were...
I'm trying to find... Is this the girl here?
Being part of this...
Daughter Aviel's gravesite looking for evidence.
No, it wasn't. I don't think.
2019.
Okay, that's still horrible though, right?
People went to that after her husband Jeremy committed suicide
for what I had done.
Hensel testified that...
Okay, I guess it's not the same person.
And then she was sentenced
or is it?
To federal prison for a short period. Part of her conditional release is she cannot access InfoWars. She's just simply not allowed to do that as a condition of her parole. I'm an X-Files kid. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a late 90s conspiracy guy. Man, conspiracy culture used to be fun. It used to not be so malicious and cruel. Area 51, fish-human hybrids, Roswell. I mean, it was kind of fluffy in its own way. Yeah. Like, it didn't really hit. It didn't really matter at the end of the day what's at Area 51. It was a mystery box we could all have fun with. And there was a time when Alex Jones was hilarious. We just all kind of like watched him when in his early days. But the moment he started commanding... I'll tell you, it goes hand in hand with the damn supplements.
Sick of the globalist eugenicist control freaks adding poison to your water and laughing as you get sick and die? Start purifying your water with ProPure at Infowars.com.
Okay. Incredible.
We sell books, videos, t-shirts, high-quality water filters, short radios, cook stoves, survival food of the highest quality. Brain Force sold out in 4 days. Liver Shield sold out in a week. Prostagard sold out in a month. We have the highest quality nutraceuticals out there, bar none.
Yeah. The government is going to starve you by the prepackaged food, right? The government has released radiation into the environment by the iodine. You know, we were seeing that basically right after the month of Sandy Hook, his traffic went up darn near 50% from all the coverage he was doing that month of the hoax. So that caused him to double down because they've testified on the record. If we see traffic spikes, we try to emulate that. When Alex Jones said the school wasn't an operating school, when he said paramedics never even entered the building, when he said there are pictures of the children who they say died who are still alive, he didn't believe that shit. I don't believe Alex Jones thinks.
I wonder if he actually did believe it. Maybe he didn't. Like maybe he was like maybe he was just like fuck it, let's lean into it as much as possible. I just find it so hard to believe that he didn't actually believe it in some capacity. Because I just personally don't know what kind of person could push this horrible narrative and not believe it. Like, you'd have to be a real like morally bankrupt. I mean, he is regardless. But like, if he really didn't believe it and he pushed it, that's fucking like he lived. Then he is Hitler. You know, that would be like, how do you have that? That means you have no morals. Like, you literally, you don't have a conscience. That's insane.
There's anything fishy about Sandy Hook, but he's going to keep saying it even right now. You know, he's still going to be weird about it.
Why?
It's not a matter of whether you believe it or not. It's a matter of whether you have carved a groove in your personality that the wheel just goes in that rut now. I think it would force a moment of ego he's not ready to confront.
The InfoWars store is like the main revenue source, yeah?
I mean, if I need it to be. I mean, if I need to, I can go to supporters and just get straight donations.
Yeah.
So
how do you go about doing that?
Just ask them for the money. The jury came in this evening with $4.2 million. I admitted that I followed disinformation, but not on purpose. I apologize to the families. What I did to those families was wrong, but I didn't do it on purpose. We are so broke. If you don't fund us, if you don't buy products at InfoWarsStore.com, we will shut down. So get a t-shirt, get a book, get Body's Ultimate Turmeric Formula.
Was he trying to like suggest that he lied to them and that he still believes it without saying it? Because that's kind of what I got out of that.
Get Vitamin Mineral Fusion. Get them all at InfoWarsStore.com and keep us on the air.
What do you think he deserves at the end of this road?
You can't really say that on the stream.
To no longer be in public life, right? Like, I don't... People have been like, oh, you're out to destroy Alex Jones. I don't want to destroy him. I don't care. If he wants to work at Safeway or manage a Sprint store, I don't care. I feel the right amount of justice is you should not be able to commercially market yourself as a public figure anymore. Like, you should exit the American stage. That's what I think is the correct result. Or at least, that's what I think is the most utilitarian good result. But the money's not even really the question for me. The question is, will this suit be successful at stopping him from being on the national stage? And my worry is, like we said in the courthouse, is it won't be, because the cameras will still follow him. Like, he can lose all of his money. He gets out there again on the bullhorn, and he starts building it right back up.
No, I told you I was going to shut it down before they sued me and shit on time. Not happening now.
You were going to shut down InfoWars?
I was going to hand it off to other people. Not now.
Well, yeah, not now. You obviously need the money.
It's not labor of love, now it's labor of war. We ain't shutting shit down.
So the question is, can this cause of action against
I'm pretty sure the reason he's not going to shut it down is because he needs the money, obviously.
Jones, on behalf of these parents, come to represent something bigger? Is a bigger referendum on the false things he's saying? I hope so, man. I hope so.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I see me picking my teeth, my enemy's bones.
Okay. Well, that was something. I gotta.
Sammy Joe super chatted $5. I worked W the principal's daughter. PP are really showing up destroying our community. This isn't even touching on how bad it was. App so heartbreaking.
Yeah, that's horrible. Damn. That's horrible. Yeah, people are telling me that it's up to like almost $1 billion now. It's fucking insane. Good. I mean, I hope he gets like ruined. Who really cares, you know? He's a piece of shit scumbag, so. What do I want to do? I kind of want to. What did I just do? The JiDion video is what I kind of want to do. What happens if I do this? Like, what if I put this here and then I do this? Like, is that? No, I could always do more. Just folding. How old is Alex Jones? I don't know. Who fucking cares? I'll look it up. Sorry. 48. Why did I know that? I was gonna be like 48. I think it was a lucky guess. Yeah, let's do the JiDion thing. I think I'm gonna just quickly go. I guess, you know, drain the radiator. I don't really have to pee, but like I want to because it's gonna be a longer segment. I'm gonna try. Beep boop boop beep beep ba ba boop boop beep 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 do 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 do. What are we talking about here? Hold on a second. So somebody said, if anyone firebombs Ron DeSantis because they were misinformed by your favorite content creator, I'm assuming you're talking about Ethan Klein, about the Don't Say Gay bill, what are you talking about? Is that even, who the fuck are you even talking about? Now the content creator is liable? What the fuck are you talking about? I'm just curious. What? I am tall. I am 6'4". Thank you. I'm a great singer. Thank you. Thank you. What are we talking about? I'm curious what your statement meant. I did create fat people. Yes. Thank you. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm not understanding what you're saying. You're saying democracy dies with thunderous applause. What do you mean? What do you mean by that, my brother in Christ? I'm asking you like a question. You know what I mean? Like, explain what you mean. Who are you talking about? And are you trying to say that it is a bad thing that Alex Jones is getting punished for whatever happening? You know what I mean? Of course, bots like me. The sworn bots love me because you know, every time everybody watching me, they get so horny, so they want to like go like, oh my god, let's go on Tinder, you know. I don't think I can destroy a lot of large pieces, brother. I don't know. Let us pray. I'm just curious what you mean before I get into this the old thing here. I actually think oh bro, I'm gonna fucking shit and fart myself. I gotta get a new keyboard because this thing keeps like everything keeps popping off, you know. When does the creator become responsible for their content? I think that when it comes to Alex Jones, we've gone far past like normalcy. He's constantly asserting a false narrative over and over again and misleading the people into thinking that things are like going on are much worse. I would say that he generally deserves the criticism. Do 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 do. Yeah, I'd say that was like a gross defamation of character type of thing. Yeah, I'm gonna get like a mechanical keyboard. But yeah, I think this is like gross defamation. I don't think this has anything to do with democracy. I don't think that this hurts democracy. I think part of our democracy is not being able to say things that are harmful, dangerous, and can cause people to die, or to be like threatened, their lives be threatened in some capacity. Yeah, I feel like you guys are coping a little too hard on some of this stuff. Like, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but we're not just talking about somebody who like lied or said a bad thing, and they're talking about like a gross lie that led to like a really like horrific shit, you know? You know? A gamer keyboard. Exactly, dude. I'm a fucking gamer, bro. You gotta get a fucking gaming keyboard for a gamer, dude. Like, Jesus Christ. No, I meant like a mechanical keyboard. I want a mechanical keyboard. It's like a gaming keyboard. The keys I think are better. Dude, I gotta need a fucking pair of headbuds or earbuds too. These things are fucked up. It's so weird. Like they're curled up somehow, like fused together almost. Wonder if they're popping out of this top here, and that's. I have no fucking clue. They're uncomfortable. All right. We're going to get into this. So Brandon Buckingham, I think about a week or so ago, dropped a pretty big diss track. Right here. He dropped a pretty big diss track. I was calling out a bunch of people. JiDion was one of them. I watched his 2.5-hour Sneeko video. And at the end of the video, he was pretty much like, hey, you know, I think it was really, I didn't like the fact that people that said that they were my friend still associated with Sneeko, despite the fact that they knew that he pushed false allegations against me. I was like, okay. I mean, I was like, I think maybe you went a little too far. But honestly, I could totally understand why he would react like that. So apparently JiDion reacted to it, and then Brandon Buckingham reacted to JiDion reacting to that. So I will now react to Brandon Buckingham reacting to JiDion reacting to the diss track. Okay.
That JiDion, yo, that ass.
Whoa. Okay, really quick. I'll do like a little. Now I understand what you're saying. Okay, you're talking about Ethan and the NRA.
With Lovemiki super chatted $5. Do you wait until after something comes of it though? That's the question for myself. Relieved face, like Ethan and the NRA.
So we need to be very clear here. I know what you're referring to, like Ethan made, like, you know, whether you think it was a joke or not. Even if it was a joke, because, you know, just because something's a joke doesn't make it an excuse. Like, you know, in general, people use jokes to reinforce ideas all the time. Ethan made a joke about, you know, doing something to the NRA building. The B word. That isn't comparable in any capacity at all, in any circumstance, to what Alex Jones did to Sandy Hook. There's a difference between making an offhanded, like, bad remark that he shouldn't have made and instantly walking it back, whether it was a joke or not, versus years of relentless harassment, exposure of personal addresses and P.O. boxes and whatnot, and constant conspiracy narratives. Those are two very different things. And one of the things I would, like, honestly say is, for a lot of you guys who are comparing what Ethan Klein said to Alex Jones, I would genuinely take, like, I'm not trying to be condescending or rude at all. I'm trying to be, like, real here. Taking a deep breath, taking a step back, and making sure that when you evaluate situations, you evaluate them a little more critically. Because that's a question is bizarre to me, that we would need to explicitly talk about the difference between Ethan Klein making, you know, bad jokes for, say, 5 minutes versus however many years of Alex Jones heavily pushing this conspiracy narrative. These are incredibly different situations, grossly different situations, right? So that's, you know, that's all I'm trying to say. And I'm not trying to be a dickhead to you at all. Like, I'm not being like, fuck you, idiot. Like, I'm just trying to say, like, these two are so different. Alex Jones, in my opinion, I think this is a shared opinion, that's such an incredible case. Like, to such a degree. That's like an insane case. Right? All right, so let's get to this video. Sorry.
JiDion think he is. You know what's worse than one YouTube? A black YouTube.
Before this video starts, just know I'm going to be eating cheese this whole video because I'm cheese crazy. And my merch is almost sold out, so if you want to buy some merch, go to thebuckinghamshop.com right now and buy yourself some cold-ass writing gear.
Why not just re-record it?
I'm not going to re-record it, because it doesn't matter that much. The mic is, like, really blown out, so pardon the shitty mic levels, because it sounds like shit. Howdy there, partner. I'm gonna make a little video, short little video. I'll give you some details, and I'll address this.
Definitely not
This will be the last of these kind of videos I'm gonna make for a long while, I hope. And I want to start out off by saying major props to JiDion for being the only one that I dissed that actually addressed it and talked about it. Everyone else is hiding from it, running from it. And I mean, it takes a lot of heart to listen to a diss track about you on stream live. So I appreciate JiDion reacting to it.
Is he eating string cheese? I'm jealous.
For those that don't know, I met JiDion in early 2021. Before he was rich and famous, and I always thought he was a really good dude. I considered him one of my closest friends, Really liked him a lot.
Well, that's where you messed up. The fact that you thought like friends cringe. There's your big problem.
In about April of this year, he ended up giving me a little bit of money to help him ghostwrite an event plan for his videos. So five out of his last 10 videos on his main channel were my idea and ghostwritten by me, but we had an agreement.
Interesting.
So five.
Wait, but why would you? I feel like that might break some kind of like NDA or some kind of shit that would get you to potentially lose some kind of credit. Okay.
5 out of his last 10 videos on his main channel were my idea and ghostwritten by me, but we had an agreement. He doesn't owe me anything. I just want to preface it with saying that. And he said repeatedly that I'm one of his favorite YouTubers, one of the best YouTubers, underrated. Doesn't matter. Whatever. He was someone I considered a brother, someone I really appreciated.
All right.
And then, as you guys have seen, I have spoken ill of him. So let's get into his reaction to me speaking bad about him.
This is all I'm going to say.
Damn, so this is a lot. They seem to have more of a relationship than I had thought. I mean, he's ghostwriting for him. They were hanging out before he was like famous. Okay.
About it because, like, I feel like I've already said my piece on it. I think Sneeko is 1,000% wrong for what he said about Brandon. I've said this on stream. I think, bro, you don't say someone R word. You know, like using R word accusations is the worst thing ever.
Sure,
and fucking, I tell Sneeko that to his face that he's fucking wrong. You know, he doesn't want to believe it, but he is.
I think Brandon's argument is that like you still associated with him after the fact. After the fact that like this whole thing happened, which was shitty and did get Brandon like a bunch of backlash. What I will say though is that, like, to be absolutely honest, to my understanding, Brandon didn't really talk about the Sneeko situation. Like, well, okay, so the video that Brandon dropped didn't happen for like a few months. Brandon wanted to put together like a huge, comprehensive, like, you know, big FU to Sneeko, and I think he did that. But like the problem is that like unfortunately, and he shouldn't have to defend himself against a false accusation. That's kind of ridiculous to even push it in the first place, obviously. But he should have jumped the gun and still went with like, you know, the false accusation. He should have discounted it with like a video like instantaneously. But he kept delaying the release of the video, and I think part of it's because he didn't want it to seem like he was like jumping on the Sneeko train to make it performative. But he still should have went for it. That being said, I think it's a valid criticism to say like, hey, I don't think that you should be associating yourself with Sneeko. I mean, I've said it before, I'll say it again. A lot of people in Sneeko's sphere gave him far too much benefit of the doubt, considering some of like the really shitty things he was doing, like the anti-Semitic shit, the racist shit. You know, like, bro, it's just fucking, it is mind blowing. I think that a lot of people were giving him a big benefit of the doubt from his like past content when he used to be a sane, normal content creator. And oh, he was in a mental hospital. Is that why? Interesting. I didn't know that. Well, that's unfortunate. He's mad at JiDion for doing exactly what he wanted Steezy to do when Sneeko told him to cut ties with Brandon. I don't think that's true, though. Because in that situation, Sneeko was lying about what Brandon said to try to get him to break that relationship. Whereas on the other hand, like, Brandon was trying to get him to be defended by the lie, like from the lie. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, like it really hurt me that in Brandon's video, you know, like it's not even that he just came after me. It's like he came after all of his friends, you know.
Pardon me eating my cheese stick here, but yeah, he's saying it hurt him that I came after all my friends. My point is, if these people are really my friends, how are they going to continually, like JiDion for instance, how is he going to continually collaborate with, promote, and stream with Sneeko whenever he knows that guy made up, in his own words, one of the worst things you can make up about someone? He made up a fake rape allegation about me. JiDion knows how horrible it is, but then he continues to stream with him and collaborate with him. What kind of shit is that? I mean, it just seems like complete bullshit. A real friend to me wouldn't do that. A real friend would say, damn, he said, what about you?
What is that keeps
flashing?
Flashing?
It just seems like complete bullshit. A real friend to me wouldn't do that. A real friend would say, damn.
Enjoy the what? Enjoy that lip smacking. Oh, okay.
Damn, he said, what about you? Oh, he said it publicly? Oh, you're getting all this hate? All right, well, I'm not going to fuck with him anymore. And mind you, I've known JiDion way longer than he's known Sneeko. In my opinion, we were way closer. But whatever, I mean, it's neither here nor there. He's someone that doesn't hold grudges and is very forgiving and overly understanding. And I don't operate that way. You know, I grew up around a bunch of drug addicts, and a lot of people, if they'll burn you once, they'll burn you twice. So if you burn me once, I typically tell you to fuck off. And from a business,
I mean, I get where you're coming from, bro. I feel like it's fair. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a fair argument.
Business perspective, being friends with all these people that I dissed, I would have benefited a lot more by being friends with them, you know?
True.
It doesn't help my business to not be friends with them. It helps my mental health and helps my brain because I can't let these people get close to me because they're fake. They're very fake in my opinion.
Enjoy the meds. Thank you.
Yeah. But let's hear what else he has to say.
Our side of YouTube is really small, chat. Like, our side isn't really big. I'd say there's maybe 12 of us. 12 of us in like the mic'd up community. You know what I mean? Like, it's not too many of us. And like, you know, we keep it in the circle, bro. You know, it's never any drama. You know, we just all kind of like keep to ourselves, checking on each other and everything.
Yeah, the good old mic'd up cult.
Listen, I don't know exactly who's in that circle or not. I'm going to make a reasonable assumption that, like, Sneako's in that circle in some capacity. Okay. The thing is that everybody decided to, like, not take sides in this topic, which I get it in the one hand, but, like, also, this isn't, like, a petty thing. It was petty. Brandon was being petty, but then Sneako took it to, like, a whole new level, like, pushing the false rape. Like, oh, he threatened to rape my girlfriend, even though the dude didn't at all. If you saw the DMs, that wasn't what happened at all. I guess I should qualify that for people who don't know. It's that what happened is that Brandon Buckingham was talking to Sneako in DMs, and they had like met up before at like a creator event or some capacity. And he was like, "Yo, you want to fight me?" Basically, like, you know, for content, nothing crazy. And then Sneako's like, "Oh, you're riding my dick too hard." Brandon took that like personally. He went on his Snapchat, or excuse me, his Instagram. And he basically put like his whole speech out about how Sneako's like afraid to fight him. He's a pussy. He's like, "Oh, you don't want, you know, you want the smoke? Here we go," kind of a thing. Like the vernacular I'm using, you want the smoke? Learned that yesterday. Just kidding. Anyway, being so stupid. And then said like, "Oh, me and my boys are going to come to town and we're going to run a train on your girlfriend like she wants us to." That's not a credible threat in any capacity. Even if he didn't say like she wants us to, there's not an actual credible sexual assault threat. And on top of that, Sneako's initial reaction is like, "Yo, the guy's just trying to disrespect me the way that he feels disrespected by me." And then all of a sudden that changed later when he wanted to try to distance Brandon from another one of his friends. So with all that being said, the proper response from everybody would have been like, "Yo, bro, what you're doing is fucked up. You need to apologize and you need to stop this." And then to an extent, publicly, grouply shame him until he apologizes. But because Sneako has a surrounding of people, honestly, not really pushing back accurately, not really treating him the way that you should be treated for the shit that you're saying. Like when just the insane shit that's going on, he's going to continuously engage in the behavior. That's what happens when people don't police that behavior. And you could argue that maybe Sneako would actually be less of a shitty content creator if the people in his circle called him out more. I understand, like, well, I disagree with Sneako. There's sometimes where, like, bro, when you're on stream with Nick Fuentes making fun of Jewish people, proposing the idea that Jewish people run the world, when you're talking about how like every COVID statistic is wrong, it's all conspiracy, and that statistics lie, but then you're on stream with Nick Fuentes and he's like, Black and Hispanic people are just biologically inferior, and you're like, oh, I'd like to see the statistic. When you have this weird perspective on shit, when you're just being like a hateful, disrespectful piece of shit, I don't understand. I would never let that fly in a friend group of mine, and my friends would never let that fly either. And that's the really weirdest thing. Like, it's like you've been getting away with talking the way that you've been talking for too long. Like, in a friend group of mine, like, if any of us talk to each other the way that Sneako talked to anybody else, I smack the fuck out of them. Like, I'd get my friends, and we would smack the fuck out of each other. And we'd be like, we deserve that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's not something that we would fucking allow to happen. That's the problem, is that they'd be like, yeah, I disagree with you, Sneako, but it's like you're being a little too cordial. Be a little hard to be like, bro, I can't be associated with you if you're going to say some fucking wild shit. Like, just do that. Imagine like Destiny or I was like, bro, the shit you're saying is fucking wild, and like I just can't be associated with you if you're gonna be like this fucking insane. Just call him out, bro, and then be like, you know what, I can't get away with like talking this shit. Like, it's like, yeah, well, we disagree with him. It's like, okay, but disagreeing, and then like I understand the concept of tolerance, but you don't have to be like, you can be like, I'm gonna engage with this idea, and if I disagree with it, you know what, I think I should disengage because obviously we're not getting anywhere. I don't know how long the excuse of like I'm trying to de-radicalize him can really hold up. You know? So that's the whole argument. JiDion and their friends should be like, yo, bro, this shit's way too far. Like, you have to apologize to Brandon or we can't fuck with you anymore. I mean, that's fair. It's a fair thing to say.
I feel like I've been a part of the Mic'd Up cult since the beginning, since its inception, and now I've volunteered.
But then, sorry for cutting up, but then the problem is that like, when you get into like YouTube and like social media sphere, things become so weird, different, and like unintentionally, and sometimes, well, of course, intentionally in some cases, but in some cases unintentionally performative. where like you're starting to value, because you're now mixing friendships with like a career in a weird way that's not normal for like the outside world. And all of a sudden you're like, yeah, well, when I talk to Sneeko, I get popularity, and then I get subscribers, and like maybe Sneeko's not so bad. And then you start to get almost encouraged by like getting paid basically. And I'm not saying it's an active thing where he's like, where people are like, yeah, I'm gonna forsake my moral values for some money. It's one of those things where you're like, oh, you're associating a positive experience of making more money and getting more views with associating with somebody, and then like we hit this sphere of like that's the problem with YouTube, and most people who to an extent would sell out their moral values, and I think everybody's been there, absolutely, myself included. That's my whole TikTok shit, you know, towards the end of that, you know, people do that shit. They sell out, they unintentionally sell out their moral values for some money. And I think the problem is people think that it's an active thing. But people aren't like, JiDion's not thinking about it like that. He's not like, oh man, I'm gonna sell my friend out for some money. He's not thinking like that. But that's what the unfortunate thing is happening.
Voluntarily exited from it. In my opinion, on those people that are in the mic'd up cult, they're very fake. They're very self-centered, young little kids that just care about themselves. They don't really have any loyalty. You can film with them. You can do a whole video with them. They won't even credit you in the description. Damn. They won't give you any props. I mean, it's just very weird behavior. It's bizarre. They're self-centered. And yeah, I don't fuck with the mic'd up cult. Fuck the mic'd up cult. That's my opinion on that.
I don't want any hate because I still have so much love for Brandon, bro. Like, I still consider him my brother, but he hopped on stream and he was just talking bad about me, and it like really hurt. It hurt to the fact of like I couldn't even watch it. Like, I literally had to have my editor tell me about it. Like, I was out filming and my editor just calls me and he's like, bro, and he just tells me like what Brandon's saying about me, and I'm just like, damn. And I'm not gonna lie, like the filming session the rest of the day wasn't the same. Like, it really hurt because, like, you know, I really consider Brandon a friend.
So he considers us friends. We're like brothers, like I'm saying. We're very close. And he feels how bad it hurts whenever he perceives me as wronging him. He thinks that me speaking ill of him he thinks me speaking ill of him is me wronging him. But he's not really understanding that him continually streaming with and promoting Sneeko.
Sorry, just hey, I'm Papa Gut and I have a TikTok phase I'm going to keep talking about. Yes, that's what I'm going to keep doing. I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to bring up my past failures every once in a while. Okay, dude, come on. Cut me some fucking slack.
Publicly, while I'm behind the scenes helping him with his content and helping him better his work, that hurts me. It affects me because he's giving more attention and more props and more viewers to Sneeko, a man that tried to paint me as a rapist, while I'm getting nothing. Like, how does a friend do that? Would you do that to your brother? Someone makes up fake rape allegations about your brother, someone you consider a brother, and then you're going to go collaborate with and stream with and promote the guy who made up the allegations?
He's got a good point, bro.
It just makes no sense. He said to me like, oh, I'm not promoting with him. I don't even agree with a lot of what he says. Bro, when you react to someone and you stream with someone, you collaborate with someone, it helps them. That's a fact. Like, you're platforming them, you're promoting them, you're helping them. That's a fact. But what JiDion said to me is he doesn't want to react to my content because he doesn't want to use me. And then when I confronted him about reacting to Danny Mullen's content, who he claimed to not like, he said, oh, well, he just made a good video. I wanted to show him love. So whenever...
Wait a minute. The plot thickens a little bit.
He doesn't want to react to my content. You're promoting them, you're helping them. That's a fact. But what JiDion said to me is he doesn't want to react to my content because he doesn't want to use me. And then when I confronted him about reacting to Danny Mullen's content, who he claimed to not like, he said, oh, well, he just made a good video. I wanted to show him love. So whenever... And I have all the evidence of this. I'm not going to post the evidence unless...
Wait, that's fucked up. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what JiDion's perspective is on that. You know? But if this is the case... and JiDion was like making excuses to react to Brandon Buckingham's content, but he was reacting to other people's content, that's kind of a dick move, bro. Because what that sounds like to me, and again, like JiDion might have his own side, but what that sounds like to me, bro, is JiDion, like, if they're aware that like the reaction content from JiDion would like bump his views up, but he's just like, nah, I don't want to watch it. To throw that like bone to you. Damn. I don't want to believe it, bro. That's damn.
JiDion wants to say I'm lying.
Wow.
JiDion, if you want to say I'm lying, I have a lot of stuff compiled, but I won't do that to you right now. But yeah, whenever you want to react to me, who you know makes good content and helps you with your content massively behind the scenes, that's using me. But whenever you want to react to someone like Danny Mullen or Sneeko or promote them, then that's showing love. I mean, it's just backwards. It doesn't make any sense, and I don't respect it. I don't respect it at all.
I completely understand his frustration. You know,
damn,
like
bro.
He feels as though, like, you know, we didn't put, like, you know, he feels as though like I didn't stick my neck out for him when Sneeko said what he said about him. But it was just like, I just, me personally, I don't know what else I could have done.
Well, JiDion, what you could have done is you could have stopped promoting Sneeko all the time, and you could have taken a hard stance and said, listen, making up fake rape allegations about someone is fucked up. And
yeah,
I'm not...
You could have said, like, until you apologize for what you did wrong, I'm just not going to associate with you. That's all he had to say. Hey guys, and then like wait for Sneako to say that he lied.
Going to fuck with you because of that. And listen, if the roles were reversed, I would have gone to bat for JiDion. I would have gone crazy on someone. If one of my collaborators made up fake rape allegations about him, I would probably beat the fuck out of them. At the very least, I would stop fucking with them. At the very least.
Even though what he's saying does hurt me and everything, like I'm not gonna, you know, retaliate out of hatred or anything like that, because like I know that's not what he needs. He needs love and support.
Damn,
and
I don't know, bro. Trying to like kind of
or anything like that, because
I wonder if this is a genuine feeling from JiDion or if this is him just almost being condescending, you know?
Because like I know that's not what he
So really quick, somebody in the chat, like you probably popped in late, I've already explained this, but you're defending Sneako for his perception of the message Brandon said. I said this explicitly, and it's something that you should know if you've engaged in this conversation multiple times, which I have, is that Sneako's initial reaction to Brandon Buckingham's Instagram story was, I know he's just trying to disrespect me the way that he felt disrespected. So his first initial reaction was never, he didn't genuinely feel like it was an allegation. He lied. I just need you to understand that. That was proven in Brandon Buckingham's video about Sneako. So like you got to understand that when you come into this. So you can't even make the argument that maybe Sneako had that reaction was genuine, because his initial reaction was like, I know he's just trying to disrespect me, the way he feels disrespected by me. So like that argument doesn't hold any water, right?
He needs love.
And then we can even go on to say that if he does believe that that's a valid sexual assault threat, then that means that what he was doing to Chad in the stream where he was like simulating like sex with her, that's a valid sexual assault threat. Then like you don't get to have it both ways. It's either one or the other. You know what I mean?
And support. And so I was just telling him like, bro, you know, I'm not gonna lie, what you're still saying is still hurting me, but like I still have nothing but love for you and everything. And I still do, man. I still have nothing but love for Brandon, because Brandon's genuinely a great guy, man. Like Brandon, I think he's the most talented creator on the platform, makes some of the best content. And like it just hurts, man, you know? Like it hurts. Like I never had a situation like this where a creator that I was actually friends with, we got into it, you know? Like obviously I've had my fair share of beefs with other creators, but I never had like it be like something within, you know? Like, you know, it'd be like if Kai was talking bad about me, like, bro, that shit would hurt. And it's like I don't know how to fucking like, you know, answer to that. So
JiDion was really dead set on how hurt he is, but I feel like he's failing to understand how hurt I've been by all these rape allegations and no one having my back. Now I literally found out that all my friends on YouTube, they don't have the same loyalty to me that I would have to them. And that felt terrible. Not to mention my phone number getting leaked and me getting constantly harassed every day about being a rapist because of what Sneako said.
Damn.
I mean, how are you not understanding how much pain this has caused me, man? Yeah, I get you're upset that I said you're a shitty friend, but you are, in my opinion, a shitty friend. I am not a rapist. Like, lies have been spread about me. I'm not lying about JiDion right now. And like you said right there in that clip, he said, I am the best content creator on the platform in his opinion, or one of the best. Like, so how are you going to say I'm one of the best and you love me and you use my ideas behind the scenes to help your content get better? Anonymously, mind you. Like I didn't ask for credit because he paid me a little bit of money and I wanted to help him, but he never like shouted me out or credited me in any of his videos, which is fine. I'm not asking for that.
Well, I think in some of those videos he was in there. Like he was in the one where they went to like the most racist town in America, which is one that Brandon said he had helped write, or was like his idea.
But he knows my talent. He knows my my ability to make content, and then he just goes off and never reacts to my videos. Only reacts to Sneako's and Danny Mullen's videos, who he has said blatantly have wronged me. It just feels like he's trying to use me and then like keep me like low key. Like yeah, I've been in two of his main channel videos as like a little side character, but I don't know, it rubs me the wrong way. It's like the same issue I have with Andrew Callaghan. Andrew Callaghan fucking hit me up about my O-Block video. Wanted to do a similar type of video and then asked for my connections. My connections didn't respond to him. Then he asked me to personally reach out and vouch for them. So I reached out and vouched for him. And then whenever Andrew Callaghan's fans were harassing me and berating me, I said, Andrew, like everyone's saying I'm copying you. Like, can't you fucking like do a pinned comment or a story post just to try to quell this hatred and show that like I helped you with the video? And I'm like, one of the main reasons you even got to go to O-Block. And he said, no, this is what happens when you take notes from bigger creators. Essentially insinuating that like I'm copying him.
Wow. Damn. Jesus.
In a roundabout way. And you know, I just don't respect that. It's ridiculous. Like you want to be buddy behind closed doors, but publicly you want to act like I don't exist or give me no acknowledgement. I mean, just fuck off with that energy. I don't like that energy. I don't respect it.
That's fucking
And I've talked about this in this live stream that I'll put on screen right now. I talked about all this in depth. So I'm not trying to harp on things or
is that what he said? Oh,
in this live stream.
Why I don't like YouTubers.
Up
Interesting.
on screen right now. I talked about all this in depth, so I'm not trying to harp on things or
Andrew too, huh?
Cause hate. Like, don't harass any of these people. I'm just clarifying.
I wish nothing but the best for Brandon, man. I hope his mental health gets back to like where it is, and like he's strong and healthy, and he just gets back to making dope content, bro. Because he's a great content creator, and yeah. So that's my opinion on that, man.
Damn, man. I'm feeling. Damn, brother. I'm feeling persuaded by Brandon Buckingham a little bit here. I don't want to like go crazy, but damn, bro. If this is true, it paints everything in a little bit of a different light, you know?
Man, and I stand by it, man. Like, I'm not gonna say anything bad about Brandon, and I still have nothing but love from him. And if he ever wants to talk it out and stuff like that, I'll gladly talk it out with him, bro.
So yeah, as far as JiDion's content, I have maintained this whole time. I think he makes great content, and I've been a big JiDion fan for a while. So I don't want you guys to go harass him or bother him. I'm not looking to make him feel worse or feel bad. I'm just speaking my piece about the thing. And most of you people are here to watch him react to my diss track, so let's get into the diss track reaction now.
Now!
So is this DMCA'd? I'll be so upset if it gets DMCA'd, bro.
It's time, chat.
I wonder, should we watch the full thing? Because I'm not sure if I really want to watch the reaction to the diss track.
We are going to be reacting to.
Has my opinion on JiDion and Andrew changed more negatively? I guess a little bit. Like I gotta take everything with a grain of salt, but
make an example. Brandon Buckingham, ex Chris Dillinger, ex
JiDion reacted. So no, you don't think it'll be DMCA'd?
RX and RXK nephew, Sneeko diss track.
Someone explain.
So, before I react to it, I'm gonna let you guys know. You know what? Never mind. We're just gonna react to it. I'm gonna give my opinions. I talked to Brandon 2 days ago.
Well, I'm just curious because I don't want to get this fucking shit DMCA'd, bro, and then have to deal with this whole nonsense garbage. It's not the full song that means JiDion looking sus. Okay.
I wouldn't say we got into an argument, but we kind of like 2 days ago. Oh, you know what? Never mind. We're just gonna react to it. I'm gonna give my opinions. I talked to Brandon 2 days ago. I wouldn't say we got into an argument, but we kind of like went at it a little bit, but then we kind of came to like a reasoning, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna react to a 2-hour 30-minute video. And he was like, no, I perfectly understand that. But I said, I am gonna react to your diss track, and I'm gonna give you my honest opinions on everything. Okay. And he said that's all he wants. So I'm gonna do that for him, man. So let's do it.
Here is a man who would not take it anymore.
The fuck?
On this.
Bro, I don't know if I can watch this. I certainly have to turn this down a little bit.
Watch. I walk in this bitch like Travis Bickle. No, I gotta make an example. Said some shit that you couldn't handle. All of my dick like a flame to a candle. Made up rape, now I'ma go Rambo. Sneako's a cuck, making up scandals. Andrew's fake, fuck his whole channel. Danny's gay, suck.
I'm gonna cut because JiDion is silent 90% of the reaction. Okay.
Dicks they dangle, gang, ice. Shit is cold. Bro, he ate dinner with my fucking girl, bro. Sneako's favorite condiment is mayo. We fuck Maria raw like, ayo. You've seen dudes come down her snout. Go tell the kids who watch her videos the truth is you sleep on the couch. You cup, she's on her knees and I'm in her mouth. Trains. Niggas say they straight, but they really.
I'm not gonna lie, when Brandon raps, it low-key sounds like written poetry more than like rap, Like it still rhymes, but it just gives me written poetry vibes. Oh shit, he said the F word. Fuck, damn, that's I don't know, something about the F word. Like the F word to me is like the N word for everybody else, Like I be personally, I would never say the F word. I just can't say it.
Jack, watch this girl get fucked. Sneeko Maria, balls in the space. Sneeko Maria, making up rape. Sneeko Maria, we run a train. Sneeko Maria, you get what you get and you don't get upset. Not from New York, from Connecticut. Think about this. Hi, Julie, you don't get upset. Not from New York, from Connecticut. Think about.
That's an Asian queen right there.
Okay.
That's an Asian queen right
this.
there.
Hi, Juliet. Pooping on pillows. Andrew Callaghan. Dick in his booty. Andrew Callaghan. Fake ass friend. Andrew Callaghan. O-Block copycat. Andrew Callaghan. Thumb in his mouth. Danny Mullen. Skinny ass dick. Danny Mullen. Making up lies. Danny Mullen. Fake top.
I'm not gonna lie. About the Andrew Callaghan, I was talking to Brandon about that. He was telling me how I think I was in the UK when he was telling me about it. Brandon dropped his O-Block video, and then Andrew hit him up asking him for his connections that he was talking to in the people out in O-Block, and Brandon gave them to him, and he was talking about how Andrew didn't give him like any credit in the video or nothing like that for like helping him out or nothing. You know.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. That I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty ass. That'll be like if I did a video and my friend was like, "Yo, bro, I want to do something kind of similar."
Well, wasn't it that like that they're saying that Brandon Buckingham was they were saying he was copying Andrew Callaghan, Brandon Buckingham. Damn. And then he was pissed off that he wouldn't like try to set the record straight. I mean, that is shitty.
And like he gave me no credit, then I'll be like, I'll feel some type.
Yeah, Brandon does like to call people gay. He likes to call them gay as an insult. Yeah, it's true. Hey, listen, no one's perfect. Am I right, brother?
Guy, Danny Mullen.
I see what y'all. Hold on.
Just how quick Brandon is to burn bridges and air everything out. I don't know, something doesn't sit right. No, I know that what's happening is that Andrew didn't copy him, but my understanding is that people were saying that Brandon Buckingham copied Andrew Callaghan because he did a similar video, and then Brandon asked him to set the record straight in like a pinned comment, and he said like, no, this is just what happens. That's what he was saying. You know, I do truly wonder, this is a real question, because here's the thing. Okay. So I'm going to make a couple of assumptions that could be right, could be wrong. You know, this is just like a little mentally exploring here. So Brandon apparently went into like some kind of like a mental hospital. He checked himself in. I don't know the specifics. In my experience, sometimes people with some mental health issues can have reactions that might be considered disproportionate, but it's still justifiable. They still have a justifiable feeling, right? So it's possible that some of these things that happened to Andrew, and maybe the better option would have been to talk it out in a better way, or to operate in like a better capacity in some way. Maybe to kind of swallow your pride for a little bit, look at things a little objectively. Maybe take a couple of days, maybe take a week to before you formed an opinion or something. And maybe, I'm saying maybe, the fact that maybe he does struggle with some mental health issues. If what you guys are saying is true, that he went to a mental hospital, maybe that caused him to have a little bit of a disproportionate reaction. And also, you're also mixing in fucking YouTube and like social media fame, and that shit can really fuck you up. So it's possible that Brandon, in my opinion, from what I've seen, is completely justifiable in every way that he thinks and feels. He just might have went a little too far off the deep end. But also, he mentioned that like in his personal life, he's been hurt by people before. I think he mentioned that he had like drug addict family. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. And like I can understand it too, because I've interacted with somebody who's like an addict, and like it's hard to take what they say seriously. A lot of times addicts, like they're not even, sometimes they're lying, sometimes they don't lie, but they mean what they say, but then they end up betraying you anyway. They mean what they say in the moment, but then like, you know, the feeling passes, right? And I think that a little bit of that's for everybody, but I've noticed that a little disproportionately in drug addicts. So maybe he's just like a pretty one and done kind of thing, which I can understand. I can respect that as well, you know. So okay, yeah, maybe.
Here, chat. We're gonna watch the full video. We're gonna watch the full video, and then I'm gonna have a quick talk with y'all about something, and then after that,
your brother did overdose. That's sad, brother. That's sad.
Wherever we go from,
I understand where you're coming from. You think that he's very untrustworthy. I get that. I don't know. I don't really get that feeling from Brandon, to be honest with you.
From there, we go from there, but. Trust me, just let's finish the video and then I'll get to talking to y'all.
Sugar daddy, not the guy. Every bitch I ain't seen in a minute, she like
trust me, let's finish the video.
I up this two-tone Glock and clean this whole bitch out like Germicide. I'm sorry, but I slap a bitch. I'm sorry, babe. I turn this out.
How is XQC famous? How is Ethan Klein famous? Aiden Ross is a dumbass. How the fuck is that shit entertainment?
It's interesting.
Who the fuck watches Pokimane? I tried to watch a bit of Pokimane. I'll say this, she's a mid bitch and I bet that pussy's fucking lame. Gang shit.
I do not condone that. You know, I think Ethan Klein, Aiden Ross, XQC, and Pokimane are all fantastic content creators. Content creators.
Twitter, fuck Instagram, and fuck everyone named.
Who the fuck is this dude? What did he chat? Who is this guy?
Is that Dan? Who is that? Somebody. Who the fuck is that? I know his dumb face. Sorry, I don't even know who he really is. Jake Lucky's on the left.
I've seen his face before. What did he do?
Yeah.
Danny, Lil Reese scammed me for 150, so honestly, fuck him too.
I never shit on myself, cause that's not what Big F do.
He's a broke bitch, he needs cash. I live in Maryland, come kill my ass. Niggas talk about us cause they sat inside. Sorry, bitch, get fucked by another guy. Sneako's gay, takes it in the booty, hopping on trends just like Booty loves me.
Oh, sorry. I'm very immature. You take that fucking back. What kind of got me?
Sorry, bitch, get fucked by another guy. Sneako's gay.
Danny Gonzalez, yeah.
Takes it in the booty, hopping on trends just like Booty. Loves man shit. Dookie loves man.
That's my boy Pootie? Fuck.
And dick. Fruity.
Yeah.
Fuck Sidewalk TV too.
Wait, why are they only burning
And
$1
dick.
bill?
Fruity.
Well, it's only $1. If you're gonna burn it, like burn something, you know, you burn $1. Anybody can burn $1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck Sidewalk
Hey, don't burn money. It's illegal, I think.
TV too. Yeah, nigga, fuck Mike Tyson too. Yeah, nigga, fuck JiDion too. Yeah, nigga. Sidewalk TV too. Yeah, nigga, fuck Mike Tyson too. Yeah, nigga, fuck JiDion too. Yeah.
What did Mike Tyson do? What the fuck did Mike Tyson do, bro?
Yeah. That nigga JiDion. Yo, that bitch ass nigger. Who the fuck JiDion think he is? You know what's worse than one YouTube nigga? A black YouTube nigga. That's what's worse. That nigga.
Yeah, nigga, fuck Andrew.
What is he? I guess he's taking it a little personally, but damn.
Callaghan too. Fuck that nigga CZ Kane too. Fuck that nigga Bell on the Vine. That nigga's name.
Man. There's a lot of N-words in this video, guys. That's the worst thing, bro, because I have legitimate OCD and shit, bro. And sometimes if I hear like a lyric, bro, this is the worst. Okay, I'm in my car, you know, you hear like a song. You ever hear a song and 3 weeks later, for whatever reason, it's the only thing in your head? Lady Antebellum happens all the time. You know, it's 1:15. I'm all alone and I need you now. Right? You know what I'm saying, dude. This is gonna be stuck in my fucking head 3 weeks from now. Too many N-words. Stop it. And what I mean, too many of using the N-word. What I mean is there's too many usage of that word. It's too much for me. Not that there's too many N-word. Like, I'm not referring to them as people, okay? Just stop. Okay? It's just gonna get stuck in my fucking head, bro. I can't help it. Walking around the house and I'm just like, you know, I'm like singing to, you know, it's gonna be bad. I'm not even gonna realize I'm doing it, bro. Cancelled, bro. Yeah, running up that hill.
I'm not gonna even lie, bro. I was not expecting to see Balin up in that shit.
Andrew Callaghan too. Fuck that nigga CZ Kane too. Fuck that nigga Bell on the Vine. That nigga's name sound dumb as fuck. And fuck that nigga Adam 22. I'ma walk.
Damn, why Adam 22?
If you do YouTube, fuck you. You fucking creating content and going to a website and posting that shit and monetizing it? Fuck you.
Like fuck everybody. Swear to God, I'll slap everybody. I got drugs, I'ma tax everybody. Fuck you, everybody who you associate with. You wanna buy?
Yo, you use social media? Fuck you.
Okay.
Fuck you, bitch. You use social media?
Yeah, I do have ADHD too. ADHD, OCD, all that shit.
Fuck you, nigga. You little pussy ass nigga. Who the fuck you think you are? Posting your shit on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, it's not a good look that I look as conservative as I do right now with this hat on. My wife likes the hat though. She thinks I look cute, so I like wearing it. You know, I'm also a hat guy now. I don't know why. I just started wearing hats because I'm getting old and I take a medication that makes me burn more easily. So I'm wearing hats outside, and now like it helps my head not be so cold. And now I'm a hat guy. I'm a bald hat guy, but I'm a hat guy. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool.
Oh, nigga, you retweet shit?
Stop,
nigga, I'm gonna put this shit between your forehead.
I call back out squad, feel like the baby, where's my body? They stepping that bitch like bass guy. PNB died, I was like bass guy. He was not thinking about bass guy. Got killed for fucking with bass guy. Free them niggas who kill Pop Smoke. Free that nigga see me.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna lie, I was joking around with it and everything. Like, you know, me, you know, Balin and everything. Okay, you know, I was joking about that, but it's just like, free the dudes that killed Pop Smoke. Nah, yeah, that one's too far. No, that's just too far.
I don't know anything about Pop Smoke.
Like, literally.
Adam to the truth, don't know how to act. I got 100 and I'm not whack. Let me get back to this YouTube nigga. I just can't be not a YouTube nigga. They be sneaking like a YouTube nigga. I'm chasing, I'm getting used to nigga. I'm more miles than future nigga. I'm back rapping about Lil Term. They like, why you keep mentioning Lil Term? Cause I wanna be like Lil Term. Jump out of nowhere like.
Bro, I think this is the first rapper that ever talked about Lil Tim and not be mad. Like,
I don't know who this is.
I've never heard of. If you guys,
I don't know who this is. I'm white. I'm a white guy.
I don't know who Lil Tim is. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's the dude that killed King Von, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know who any of these people are.
Like,
damn.
Hey man, I guess you like who you like, you know? We can't decide who our idols are gonna be. If his idol, he wants to be just like them.
Lil Term. Kill for my homie like Lil Term. Why y'all wanna blame me like I'm Lil Term? Malcolm X wish he was Lil Term. He should've jumped.
Is that? Are they waving a picture of that? Looks like Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead. Is that who that is? Are we? I mean, come on. Now you're going a little too far, Brent. Hold on. Right? Norman Reedus. Doesn't this look kind of like Norman Reedus? Looks a little bit like Daryl. I'm trying to find a picture of him with his sunglasses on, so I could be like, yeah, that's definitely Daryl. Daryl, The Walking Dead, sunglasses. Damn. I can't believe it. See? Look at this. It's like the same person, bro. Look. Bro. Spitting image. Are you kidding me? Why are you going after Norman Reedus? I'm not serious. I know it's not fucking Norman Reedus.
The cut like Lil Term. I advise everybody move like Lil Term. I'm not going out like Lil Reese. I'm going out like Lil Term. What if Pop Smoke had Lil Term? What if PNB Rock had Lil Term? What if Nipsey Hussle had Lil Term? Everybody in the world need a Lil Term. Kill a nigga at the club like Lil Term. Come home from a body like Lil Term. I'm him, Himothy, bitch, I'm him. Hemi Neutron, Lil Term. Okay, nephew, Lil Term.
Okay.
Bro, if I'm Lil Tim and I get out of jail, that's my fucking ringtone, man. That is my ringtone. That is my...
He might actually have a phone in jail, though. Some people do.
My entrance song anytime I walk into an establishment. I'm changing my name to Little Tim.
What's the point of this? What are the point of us watching this, by the way? Like, I feel like we could have skipped through this part.
This is... Okay. I am signing him to my record label. This is my man. If I am Little Tim...
I guess it makes sense for the context. But.
I am fucking copywriting the song.
I got more hoes than Bad Bunny. Sneako be moving like Bad Bunny.
Bust down Rolly Avalanche. AMP Kai's raps are trash. Smack that midget.
I thought it was Bad Barbie.
Bitch, pat him on his head like a little kid. Send him off to school with a lunchbox. JiDion gets giddy off his cum shot. JiDion rides fence like he rides dick. Two-faced fake friend, little bitch. Nico.
You see that? JiDion rides fucking people's dicks. He's a fake... Wait, what am I? He rides dick. I'm a two-faced fake friend, little bitch.
I wonder if JiDion ever actually like sat back and like tried to think about why Brandon was feeling this way. You know what I mean? I wonder if he like sat back and be like, why does he feel this way? Rather than like, you know, getting upset, which I understand can be a hard thing. You know?
Yeah, JiDion, you little bitch. How you like riding that dick? You like riding dick, huh? Yeah, you like riding that dick, huh? I bet you love riding that dick. Huh? They hit that money shot on you. Bing, bing.
Fuck Nico. Fuck Andrew Callaghan. Fuck Danny Mullen. Fuck JiDion. Fuck AMP Kai. Fuck CZ Kane. Fuck Adam 22. Fuck Balin Levine. Fuck Danny Duncan. And fuck Nelk. You can...
It's a lot of guys you want to fuck, Brandon.
Suck my fucking dick. Z will do it. Ha. Cold.
Nice. Okay.
You can't allow him.
You know what that kind of reminded me of, though? To be honest with you, I'm just being real with you. It reminded me, it reminded me a little bit of Patrice Wilson. You know who this guy is? The Patrice Wilson. It kind of reminds the production value quality. I'm not trying to be a dickhead. Reminds me of this guy. You know, he's like the It's Friday. He's the one who produced it. You know, wow, he's ripped. Damn, good for you, brother. Anyway.
I am going to deny that request to suck any penis, you know. I am not a homosexual, but if there's any homosexuals that would like to take that offer, I can arrange for you guys to meet, and you can take it up on my behalf. So, now, chat. I'm going to tell you guys why we just reacted to that. One thing first, you guys want to react to it, you know. Someone donated, and you guys are like, I know he sees the chat and everything. He's not going to react to it. Well, I just reacted to it. First, I'm going to give my honest opinions on it. I feel like there was definitely some good bars in there. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what half the people that he did to him.
True.
Especially, I don't know what Kai or
I know what Kai did.
The Danny Gonzalez dude did to him, or Nelk. But you know, they had to have done.
I guess, are they all in the same sphere? Is that why he did that?
Something. They're in the diss track. I think it went too long. I think it was a lot. I think it was really too long. It was way too long.
It was a little long. It was 16 minutes.
Way too long. And I feel like the message could have came across in 6 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, 30 seconds. I feel like the message could have came across. So the reason why I reacted to it is because, so what happened was, I'm trying to get the timeline right.
What did Kai do? I believe Kai was the guy that was in the room, I could be wrong, with Sneako, and Sneako was constantly asserting and insisting that he threatened to sexually assault his girlfriend. And like Brandon wanted them to be more actively against what he was saying. Or am I wrong about that? Is that not the person I'm thinking of? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know I don't know.
The reason why I reacted to it. What is the timeline? Fuck. You know what? I'm not gonna even get into that. The diss track's made. What it said is said, and everything.
No, that wasn't him. Who was that? That's Steezy? Bro, I don't fucking know. Like I said before, I'm an old fucking man. I'm allowed to get everything wrong, so it's okay.
And the best. I'm not gonna take no offense to it. It's
Plus, I did do a nice little banger of a singing job earlier too, so you guys are gonna have to give me credit for that.
Right. I just hope he doesn't pull up on me. Like, that'd be kind of scary. But other than that, he can say whatever he wants about me. But we move, please.
All the King's men cannot put it back together.
The new merch is hard. That is
pretty good.
That is some cold ass riding merch. I'm not gonna lie.
There again.
But nah, man. I think Brandon had every right to go at Sneeko. Fucking if you make fake rape accusations, you can go at anybody online and stuff. Now everybody else in it, that's up to you guys to decide if they deserved it. Who the fuck am I? Like, bro, like literally, like, why do you guys want my opinion? Like, it's already done. Like, what the fuck am I gonna be like? Am I gonna say something so profound that is gonna change the way everybody thinks about everything? No, it's like, you guys, I definitely have my opinions. Don't get me wrong, but you guys have your opinions. I have my opinions. But what I will say,
I wonder why he's not giving his opinions. Just a genuine question. Maybe
is now that this saga's over with and he got his piece out about Sneeko and everything, I hope that he can move on into the future, like, without this still weighing on his mind, because I hope like this was a great outlet for him, and I'm gonna just leave it at that.
So yeah, it was a fine reaction. He didn't seem to be a big fan of the video, but I didn't expect him to. I almost expected him to talk more shit, and I would have respected it if he talked more shit. I still respect the fact that he did it on stream, and yeah, props to JiDion for being the only person in the diss track to react to it. We have a lot of great memories together. I definitely consider him a very, very close friend, but that's out the window.
I will say, though, here's what I'm going to say. I don't know the specifics of their relationship, but what I will say is if you guys did have such a great relationship, it seems a little bizarre to me to throw it out over this situation. Like, I don't know the specifics. I think that generally JiDion's in the wrong for what happened, but it does. Maybe you had a disproportionate response to what happened. At least when it comes to JiDion, who you said has been like a real friend to you and whatnot for a long period of time, for however long. So maybe you should try to be a little more forgiving, and maybe this could have been handled better in private. Honestly, that might have been like a little bit better, because I don't know, because I don't know the whole story. It's hard to, like, I don't know how good of friends they are. I don't know how good their relationship was. I don't know how good everything. Sometimes friends fuck each other over and they don't mean it. And what Brandon said earlier, that he cuts people off the second they fuck with him, or they make him, or they wrong him in some capacity. I understand that, but at the same end, the forgiveness might be better. Unless you think JiDion was trying to be an asshole. Because, JiDion, you guys are coming through different, you guys have two different life experiences that are going to lead you to like different directions. And so, like, that's one of the hardest things about developing a friendship, is developing a friendship with somebody that has like a different background than you and will say things differently and they'll interpret things differently and they'll be different in general. For me, I'm a very blunt guy. I say some crazy shit sometimes. I like to make jokes, and I have friends who really identify with that. But being on the internet has taught me a lot about being a little more sensitive to other people. And, that doesn't mean I have to give my whole identity and who I am up. It doesn't mean I have to be, it doesn't mean I can't be funny or make some edgy jokes here and there. But it means that generally speaking, I'll try to be a little more, I'll try to be more sensitive when I'm around more sensitive people, even in the real world. That doesn't mean that I'm a bad person because I make edgy jokes that might offend people unintentionally. That doesn't make them a bad person for being a little more sensitive than me. You know what I'm saying, dude? I'm thinking maybe this didn't need to become like a public thing, and it could have been a little more behind the scenes. And they could have salvaged that kind of relationship, because it's not a good idea to do stuff to go like that crazy. You know what I'm saying? Again, maybe I don't know the full context, but it sounds like from what Brandon's saying, they were really good friends. So it seems like a shame to blow it out over this. And
it is what it is. So, as much as I respect him reacting to the diss track, he later went on about 30 minutes later, and guess what he did? He reacted to Sneeko. In typical JiDion fence-sitting fashion, he reacted to my video, and then he went and reacted and promoted Sneeko. And that is the exact reason I don't like JiDion, and I don't respect him as a human. Because he's fake and he's two-faced, so...
I don't know, brother. So I didn't watch I didn't watch any of that on stream, but I was like, because I watched the Sneeko video, and I was like doing work the other day, so I was like fucking bored, and this came on my For You page, so I was like, oh, what does he have to say? I watched maybe a third of it or a half of it. JiDion wasn't even really defending Sneeko. He was mostly like correcting where he was wrong. I understand. Okay, so I understand the concept of. Okay, Jesus fuck. Okay, so I understand where Brandon's coming from. The reason that Brandon is having this perspective is a couple different reasons from watching this video. Reason number one, it sounds like JiDion will react to other people's videos, but not Brandon's. And when it comes to reacting to other people's videos, it's showing love. And this is what Brandon said. When it comes to reacting to Brandon's videos, he doesn't want to like disrespect him like that or take the steam off the video. So that's something that frustrates him. I understand that. Issue number two is that JiDion will like sit on lives with Sneeko and platform him in that capacity, which bothers Brandon because he doesn't push back enough or at all really, or enough against the false accusations. And so I understand that. However, also sometimes it's just making content, and I think that JiDion was just reacting to this video to make content. I don't think that makes him fake. I think that this is one of those things where this is what happens though when you start to dislike a person. It can be very easy for you to generate like a negative perspective on that person. Am I saying it right? JiDion? Dude, I can't pronounce words, bro. Come on. So yeah.
And that is the exact reason I don't like JiDion and I don't respect him as a human. Because he's fake and he's two-faced. So he wants to act like we're so close, we're so buddy.
Okay.
And he's still reacting to Sneeko and still promoting Sneeko.
Yeah, I think that some of it's a little pet. Well, I think it's always a little petty from Brandon.
Where he's supposed to be like doing me a solid and reacting to the video, the diss track. So let's get into his reaction to Sneeko.
Sneeko's last message.
After nearly a decade.
Let's see what Sneeko got to say.
Of dedicating my life. After nearly a decade of dedicating my life's work to YouTube.com, they terminated all of my channels. If it's not obvious, anything can be labeled as cyberbullying and anything can be labeled as harassment. So I posted a YouTube short on my main channel saying, hey guys, I can't stream for 2 weeks. I'll see you soon. And YouTube hit me with the circumvention strike, and that's how they were able to delete everything off the platform. Even though there's channels right now who have done the same thing. Hey guys, I can't stream because I have a strike. I'll see you soon. It's an excuse. There's no consistency with the rules.
Damn. So from all my non-YouTubers out there, what he's basically saying is, and I just figured out about this, when you're banned on, let's say you get a strike on YouTube, right? I can't post on my main channel. And so like on my second channel, if I get a strike, that means I can't post anything on my main channel. If I do post anything on my main channel, that's like account evasion, ban, and so like they can take away both. So him posting that short is how they got his main channel. Okay, damn.
So this part about strikes is complete bullshit. If you have a Google AdSense account that's connected to multiple YouTube accounts, and one of the accounts get deleted, all the accounts get deleted. So they're trying to spread this weird ass narrative that Sneeko's getting targeted and he's getting censored intentionally for speaking the truth. Dude, if the Buckingham...
Okay, so really quick, that's not what JiDion was saying. So what JiDion is saying... Okay, this is what Sneeko is saying, and this is what JiDion... So Sneeko has multiple strikes. What Sneeko is saying is that he got... My understanding is that he got a strike on one of his channels. It could have been the main alt. It doesn't really matter. One of his channels. And that caused him to get a week suspension. However, if you post on any channel connected to you or owned by you, you will get another strike for basically ban evasion. So like I have the Papa Gut channel and the Papa Gut leftover. So let's say I get a video on the Papa Gut channel is taken down and I'm banned for a week. Let's say that happens. I can't post on the secondary channel or else that's considered like ban evasion. That's my understanding of what JiDion is saying and it makes sense. He's not going along with the conspiracy that Sneeko's being targeted. I watched a bit more of the video, and from what I saw, again, I didn't watch the full thing, but it seemed like he was kind of speaking against that as being the narrative. When they get up to the point where Sneeko's like, look, they're playing my videos at the Senate as I'm like a national risk or risk to national security. JiDion clowns on him, and it's like, no, it's because Nick Fuentes was there. Because JiDion was there too. He says, I was there too. What do you think, that they're watching me? No, it literally says, and Sneeko kind of cuts that part out, that they're explicitly talking about Nick Fuentes, and he's talking about how Jews run the world, basically. And then, of course, you know, Sneako's cock-riding it because he's an anti-Semitic dick face. But, so, like, Brandon's perspective, okay, I think that, listen, because I think Brandon is a very genuine person. You see a lot of disingenuous people, and they'll have dishonest reactions intentionally, and they'll sensationalize stuff. But I think that this is a genuine reaction from Brandon Buckingham. But I think what happened is that he has too negative of a perspective of JiDion to a point where, is it G? I don't fucking care how you say it. Call him J-Dog. He has too much of a negative interpretation of J-Dog. And so it's dragging, it's too negative, and it's making his reactions like too disproportionate. You know? And I get it, but I feel like I just don't agree with that narrative there.
Account got deleted, my Brandon Buckingham account will get deleted. That's just how it works. If one account gets terminated, both accounts get terminated.
That's not what they were talking about, though. They were talking about, like, the reason that he got terminated was because he got an additional strike because he posted on the main channel. He posted, like, a short on, I think it was the main channel, one of the channels, when the other channel was banned. So they considered ban evasion, they gave him another strike, and then, like, he's saying they use it as an excuse to pull him down. But that's what he's saying.
And JiDion is allowing him to spread these lies. And you might say, well, JiDion doesn't know. Do you want to see a clip where JiDion knows that he's lying and JiDion's spreading misinformation blatantly?
Because I don't know if you realize this, but if my second channel gets terminated, not only is the second channel that I love, the extra content that I give to y'all is gone, but also, if you have a channel terminated on YouTube, you cannot have any other channels. So since my second channel and my main channel are connected, my main channel is going to get connected. So
this doesn't really prove anything, though.
2 of my major sources of income could have been gone just from some straight up BS from YouTube.
He already knows what the deal is, bro. You know what the deal is, and that's y'all crazy that you acting wild and lying to promote and support Sneako. It's just bullshit, bro. These people are so fake. I don't want anything to do with them. I don't want to be their friend because they were never my friend to begin with.
I don't think that Brandon interpreted that right. The thing that Sneako was saying is that he got banned because he got an additional strike for ban evasion for posting on one of his other accounts while he was banned on the other account. And that was just JiDion. And JiDion was explaining that. And then another clip was JiDion talking about JiDion. I don't care. JiDion? Dude, I don't care anymore. Was him talking about why, like, when one channel gets erased, all your channels get erased.
And then here JiDion goes again, promoting Sneako and promoting this.
Yeah, they were talking about strikes in the first half, and then it sounded like they were talking about bans in the second half.
Bullshit that they're after him.
But back to Sneako. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. They're after him. They're after my boy. But you know, obviously, I don't agree with everything he has to say and everything. But I feel like he has a right to say what he wants to say. You know, as long as it's not racist, homophobic, you know, toward in violence or anything like that.
Well, not for nothing, but like I will say that he's been. Listen, I don't really think that Sneako should have been banned. But you know, between the there's some shit that like I could see why he would get pulled down. I wouldn't be surprised if they removed that one video for sexual harassment against that girl Chad for like being very aggressive about the simulation of sex. It wasn't a simulation of sexual assault, but it was still over a line. I can understand why they would remove that. The ban evasion, I understand that. The COVID misinformation, I understand that. People would die. A lot of people died. And so like they were protecting that. Even though I don't think that they should have banned COVID misinformation, they should have done like a thing at the bottom that was like, hey, here's the information on COVID. You know, this is why this is wrong. Either way. But I mean, if you think that he should be banned for saying racist shit, I think that you should throw I think that you should also throw anti-Semitic shit in there, and he was certainly being fucking anti-Semitic. You know what I'm saying? Like the fucking, like even in that clip he showed, I think it's hard to hear with the audio. After Nick says that Jews run the world, he starts doing like the mocking and going da 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 da, like kind of, that's what it sounds like. Could be wrong about that, but that's what it sounded like. The audio was so fucking weird on that. So yeah. If you think that should be included in like the racism and homophobia and whatnot.
So like, bro, you can say whatever you want, man.
As long as it's not racist or homophobic, then JiDion's fine with it. So you can make up fake rape allegations against one of his brothers or his closest friends.
Yeah, that's another thing that bothered me. That's why I don't feel bad for Sneako, because of that fucking fake allegation.
And that's fine, but just don't be racist or homophobic, because JiDion doesn't like that.
But yeah, man. Shout out to Sneako, man.
Yeah, shout out to Sneako, man. The guy that made up those terrible allegations about Brandon. Really cool of you, JiDion. You're a good friend, man. God is happy. I'll pray for you.
Being real and being authentic always wins. Seeing real people, it like low-key agitates them, because you see someone real, it's like, fuck. Because if you don't stand for anything, then you'll fall.
Well, who's real? Are you saying that Sneako's real? He's not real at all. Sneako is like one of the least honest content creators I've ever seen in my entire life. He is as unintelligent and dishonest as I am morbidly obese and unhealthy. I don't know what else to say. I'm not trying to be an asshole. Like we said before, he doesn't stand for anything. He's just a contrarian to the mainstream. That's why he'll say COVID is a fucking conspiracy, and he'll discount valid, objective COVID statistics. But when somebody confronts him, Nick Fuentes, and tells him that he, as like a fucking person of color, is biologically mentally inferior to white people, he's like, oh, well, I don't know if I agree, but can you show me the statistics? Why are you having... Why wouldn't you have the same energy of like your statistics must be wrong? Why are you so open? Why are you so open to this narrative, which is clear bullshit? Oh, because you're anti-mainstream. You're not pro critical thinking. You're anti-mainstream. He's not a real content creator. He just like shits and cries all the time. Okay. So yeah,
fall for everything, man. Fuck that nigga JiDion. Yo, fuck that bitch ass.
Okay. So yeah, after watching that was something. Listen, here's my overall take after watching that video. I think that personally, Brandon Buckingham did get wronged. It seems like some of the people around him aren't treating him the way that he should be treated. But then on the other end, I do also think that, excuse me, sorry, heartburn. I think that Brandon has like a little bit of a disproportionate response, and I think that's leading him to be like a little bit too uncharitable towards specifically JiDion, you know, and he doesn't have to be, but I think it would be good to try to be a little more forgiving than that, you know, try to like, you know, leverage a friendship. If you have a good friendship with somebody, at the end of the day, your friends are always going to fuck you over on accident, or not always, but that's going to unfortunately happen, or may unfortunately happen, where they're going to unintentionally fuck you over. And I think it's good to try to work it out in private. You know, I think that we need to normalize private interactions with some of this stuff. You know, that would be nice. Yeah. Yeah. That's
Eggy to 9 billion super chatted $1.99. I am madly in love with you, Papagat.
Well, I'm madly in love with you too. Thank you so much. I know you. Okay. And I said I wouldn't call, but I lost all control, and I need you now. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think that'll be it for the stream today. I think we had a pretty solid stream to hit the 3-hour mark. Maybe I'll be on tomorrow. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know. It's pretty good. I appreciate you guys stopping by. I really do. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's all I have to say. I love you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Take care. Have a good one. Unlike most of the other streams, I won't be putting this one on members only because of like, you know, whatever bullshit situation going on. So yeah, have a splendid day, guys. Everyone, thank you so much for watching, and a special shout out to all my Patreon patrons, my YouTube members, and my Twitch subs. If you'd like to learn how you can contribute even more than you already are by simply watching the video, you can check the links down below, which will unlock a special feature depending on the platform that you subscribe to, such as Patreon here that will get your name right here